Okay, kids, let's go!
There has been an awakening. Have you felt it?
Good day, Galaxy, Rogue Squadron Podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. You have caught us on our Fanboy commentary.
Ooh, one of my favorite things that we have ever done on this podcast. I love it. We have done this for The Last Jedi once in the past, but based on circumstances and guests that were on the show, that had to be canceled and never shown to the public ever. Risk us getting thrown in jail.
It was permanently deleted in every way. I am Mopar.
I am Commander Cody.
This is where we will chat and scream along to first of all, the Star Wars movies.
Obviously.
So we're continuing through the sagas, or what do you know what you call it? The collection of Star Wars films. We got Solo in front of us once that's released. But today, you know what? You clicked on it. It's The Last Jedi, which is I'm excited for because there's such a split opinion.
I'm actually upset that we're doing this because it's the worst movie ever made, and I'm just going to suffer through this entire thing.
See, I'm already rock hard. I'm ready to go. But yeah, I'm excited for it just simply because of that. I haven't watched this film for probably a couple months, so I think it might be somewhat of a refresher for myself.
I am legitimately excited. I do enjoy this movie. I was just being a Jengus earlier, but it's been a minute. I think once it came out on Blu-ray, I saw it 2 or 3 times. Then we did the commentary that shall not be named earlier this year. But it's probably been 2 months since I've seen the movie. So this will be a good refresher here.
Yeah, I agree. Also, outside of the Star Wars films, we have also done the 90s Batman films, all of them. So from Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin.
Yes.
Those are hilariously great. So I would recommend if you are a fan or just feeling nostalgic, head on over and you can watch those as well. So quick excitements. Mm-hmm. This has such high and lows. I think that's probably why people don't like it. Well, why people are so split on this, because I think there is probably more plot climaxes in this film than any other one. But it also has some low points with like the Canto Bite. Not too many fans are, not too many people are fans of that. The whole.
But speaking of Canto Bite, as I think back on it, the Canto Bite sequence is so much shorter than we originally thought.
It's just not.
We came out of the theater like on day 2 or 3 of seeing the movie, and we're like, Canto Bite was awful. But then upon watching it again a few months ago, I was like, the whole sequence is like 10 minutes long. Like, it's not a big chunk of the movie.
Yeah, thank God it wasn't longer. I wonder if that's. Well, I don't know. We'll get into it. We're gonna get into the countdown here.
So make sure you're
grab
paused.
your beers. Grab your beers.
Yes, grab your beers. We're having the Urban Sombrero from Land Grant. It's a Mexican lager, delicious, cultural appropriation at its finest. I love it.
I have no comment. I might be running for office soon, so I can't say anything.
I have no opinions on anything that's ever happened.
I've never had an opinion, really. No, but I would recommend grabbing your beers, setting up your own little Star Wars station and getting prepared, because once you sync up, you can't pause. You're going to be running all the way through. I'm excited.
It's the best opening. It literally is.
Maybe.
I like that Rogue One and Solo didn't have it for a change of pace, but like there's something about the freaking explosion of trumpets at the beginning of this thing that gets me just so fucking amped for Star Wars.
I think part of it is because the soundtrack is one large part of what sets Star Wars apart from anything else.
Yeah.
And they start off with it.
Yep.
It's a kick to the trumpet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I remember, I'm sure we've talked about this on other commentaries and everything. I just
we should be reading this.
It was, no.
They can't read.
There's no plot in this movie, obviously, so it's not important. It's so cool to hear that back in the day in 77, this was like one of the first, if not the first movie to completely ditch opening credits and all like the restrictions and regulations that went along with like the Actors Guilds and all that stuff. It's like, no, we're getting right into the action. John Williams is going to blow things open with the first you see Star Wars right on the screen, and then we're getting right into the action right here with the crawl.
Oh, you're talking about the opening credits.
Yeah, like there's no.
Oh,
there
I can't
no
stand
credits.
them. I can't stand them.
Which, yeah, maybe I'm spoiled because I am so obsessed with Star Wars. But when there are movies with opening credits, with the exception of like a James Bond or something, It drives me nuts.
I think if it can be done right, because I think comedy films, I'm not going to talk about it because
This isn't a comedy. Well, maybe it is a comedy film.
I laugh.
I'm actually, this is...
Got my pork steaks ready.
Do you love the quote of episode 4 right there?
So this is where we leave off. This is where the resistance has been left off at the end of 7.
Yes.
So
correct.
Rey leaves, and they're now escaping from that planet. What planet is this?
Dakar.
They never-
D'*QAR. Yeah, so essentially they have destroyed the Starkiller base.
And if you didn't know, that's Leia's daughter.
That's Carrie Fisher's daughter, yes. And
Sorry.
then, no, yeah. And then, so after the Starkiller base gets destroyed, they discover where the resistance is hiding here on Dakar, and they show up. Because this is, a day, if not less, after the end of episode 7.
By the way, that gave me chills in the theater to see Star Destroyers come into orbit.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Tell Captain Kennedy to prime his dreadnought, incinerate their base,
Like right here is perfect.
and obliterate their fleet.
And then the dreadnought shows up like, what? So sweet.
You figure, so one thing that I just thought about is when you come out of light speed, you're probably going through moisture and that sort of thing. When it stops, it should be like steaming, like frozen ice and stuck to it.
Whoever said you're going through moisture?
Light fighter.
I'm just thinking, like, what's out in space?
You're
that
not going through the planet core. What the hell are you
I don't
talking
know.
about?
I'm making it up.
Here comes Poe with his fucking souped up. Goddamn.
I'm just saying, when you come out of light speed, there should be like some sense of, like, you were going fast, less than a second ago.
You see that from the point of view of the ship when the stars like slow down, I guess.
Attention! This is Commander Poe Dameron of the...
I mean, I have to imagine it's pretty shocking if you're just standing there looking at the space in front of you, and all of a sudden a fucking giant thing the size of a state shows up.
The size of Texas.
It's like, that's pretty unnerving.
Well, that's what happened in Rogue One. Vader comes in and says, "Bitch, where you going?"
Yeah, exactly.
No terms,
Let's make fun of this movie.
no surrender.
Hi, I'm holding for General Hux.
So this is my point of view on this, because it is kind of cringy, even from my point of view.
Galaxy.
I'm assuming this is geared towards children. Like this whole thing.
If it had ended right there, that would have been great.
Can he hear me?
Like this part is, it just takes it too far.
Skinny guy, kind of pasty.
Because you got to think, even like in the original trilogy, Han Solo fucks with a lot of people, but he just ends it.
Yeah.
The conversation was getting boring anyway. Boom, and then
Yeah.
he ends it.
Yeah, I think that's where it lies with me, is like, I like how it started. I get the comedic relief. I understand why it's there, but it goes on a little too long. Whoa. That's so cool. Yeah, but I mean, he's trying to just, like, they know they're outnumbered. They're trying to escape, and they're just trying to distract these motherfuckers.
He's insane.
He's insane. Oh, wait, he's the best pilot ever, besides Anakin.
He might be better than Anakin,
No, please, stop.
because that's all he does.
Nope.
This is all he does.
Nope.
I'm still sticking true. I'm not saying he is, but he could be, because all he is a pilot, and that's all he does. Anakin was a Jedi, a bastard.
Jesus.
He was Jesus, so he had a lot on his plate.
Yeah.
Scramble out fighters. 5 bloody minutes ago.
Captain Kennedy's so pissed.
I didn't know his name. I was actually just gonna ask.
Clearing out
See, I like his character though.
Yeah,
that's how it should be.
I want to see some shit with him before the timeline of episode 8.
Why is this one single guy? And
Why is everyone terrible?
yes? Why haven't our fighters, like, he's filling a plot hole? Why the fuck aren't our fighters? Why aren't they out there?
Yeah, it feels like he knows what should happen, but he's stuck with like protocol. That's like, oh, I have to order this person to then send out all the fighters, and like he's just frustrated that his ship's getting torn apart and he can't do things faster.
So this is a mix. I have mixed thoughts about this too, because it's cool that you actually physically see BB-8 go in the ship and fix stuff.
Yeah.
But then it's just like, again, I'm not a 3-year-old. I don't need to see this go on and on and on and on.
fire on the base.
Oh, he's pissed. This is badass.
Yeah, those cannons are fucking sweet.
But it's, see what I'm saying? So we've got such a mix of, oh shit, the First Order's here, and then we go into a crazy, stupid, too long of a conversation that's a joke, and then they're firing on fuckers, and then there's more jokes, and you're so back and forth.
Yeah.
No,
It doesn't seem like this is until Crate happens. This kind of is like
That's
the
badass.
final stand. That was amazingly sweet. But like this is the Resistance's base, and they had a victory with killing Starkiller Base, but like they just got discovered. Like they could have, if they were 15 minutes behind schedule, that Dreadnought would have wiped out the entire base. They all would have fucking died.
Take that nervous expression off. Oh dear, I was born with it.
I saw somebody post about how they love 3PO in this movie. It was like the quintessential 3PO role. And I was like, yeah, because everybody's talking shit to him the entire time. That's exactly what should be happening. He's annoying as hell.
He's the scapegoat. Everything's fucked. C-3PO, do something. Just headbutt the shit. Bitch, I haven't felt like that in years.
But that's exactly how it should be, though. It's
Oh
like,
my God, the fucking e-brake and...
yeah.
Blup, 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 blup.
So cool. TIE Fighter's like, what happened?
Holy shit.
All clear. Bring the bombs.
Captain, resistance bombers approaching.
I can see that. I have eyeballs. What is happening?
But he
Why-
doesn't have a radar. in
Who
his head.
hired you? Get out of here.
God damn it.
So I like the way these ships are, the physical appearance of these ships.
Yeah.
But they're also the worst ships ever created. Like they creep at a half a mile per hour. Like
Well, TIE bombers are kind of slow, too.
TIE bombers are not slow.
Well,
They
they're
would have been
slower
in
than the
and
TIE
out.
fighters.
Nope, they would have been in and out.
That's true. I understand. No, the resistance
the-
bombers are like cool design, but what the fuck's happening?
Yeah. Like there's no point to these in actual space.
Also, I know everybody complains about them like literally dropping, quote unquote, dropping the bombs. There's
Yeah,
no
that's
gravity in
all right.
space. Like they explain that. They propel the shit out of themselves. But I understand what you mean. I thought it was cool because they look like a submarine with like a giant fucking fin on the bottom. Looks cool.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
They've targeted the fleet.
Flex Seal guy? You know what I'm talking
We're almost there.
What's her name?
about? Tali something?
Tali Smarts.
Tali something. I don't know.
Tali Smoke Show.
She's one of the hero ships in Battlefront.
Battlefront 2. See, that's a cool visual, though, even though he just said visual. It's a cool visual that these are the bombs, and then you look up and you're like, oh, there's a million more.
Right.
Oh, there goes one. And then that crashes into another one, and then that
Yeah, I
crashes
thought
into
that
another
was
one.
kind of silly. That's like every single bomber except for one gets taken out within like 15 seconds.
Yeah. That's badass. Clone Wars bubble thing. Woo!
Yeah, it's cool to see. And Rose's sister was like, what the hell's going on?
I'm a smoke show, and I gotta die in the first scene. Like, how hard is it? You could send the entire fleet onto that one bomber. This should...
Yeah, this is like typical rebel shit though in Star Wars. Like every bomber got taken out within 20 seconds by accident.
Why do resistance people have helmets on?
And then there's one bomber that's left over and people can't get to it.
Why do resistance pilots have helmets on? You're in fucking space. Is a helmet? Oh, yeah. Black hole. I got a helmet on. Listen.
What are you trying to say?
Like the helmets. Why do they have helmets on?
Why do fighter jet pilots have helmets on?
When they're in atmosphere, they got somewhere to land. If you blow up in space, your helmet isn't protecting shit.
I think it's because they need oxygen.
I highly doubt it. Fuck them. Up, Smoke Show woke up.
I'm 1000% pissed about all of it. So.
Beauty nap. Her eyebrows are on point.
Had a fucking manicure while you were laying down
Got
there by
my-
the bombs.
Got my Atari thing up there. I got to press the button. Joystick to the right, bitch.
I love the drama of this scene, like the way it's
It's too
shot,
much.
and the people are shouting when it's silent. Like it's great. It puts me in the zone. But then when you see right here in a few seconds where the control thing drops, it visibly drops way farther than she could grab it, and then you see her grab it. I hate when movies do that stuff. Like this is very dramatic. It's perfect. Like just have her grab it right now. Like oh shit. Like how long did she wait until it fucking fell past her face? That should have hit the ship by that point.
Maybe that's what actually blew the ship up. The
Like,
Atari
I-
controller can never die.
I love the way it's shot. It is beautiful. I'm not going to lie about that, but like that was just ridiculous. I
That's
wanna
a lot
know,
of bombs.
Like what that is on the middle of the ship that like that destroys the entire ship. Like is that the reactor or something?
That's the oscillator.
The thermal oscillator?
The air conditioning vent.
That's the motivator. The ship had a good motivator, then we blew it the fuck up. Yeah, then the whole thing just gets destroyed. Like, really? He's so pissed. Like, God damn it. These motherfucking scavengers.
Direct hit. Dreadnought down.
Tobey Maguire over here is geeked as hell.
Oh my God.
Spider-Man is not pissed.
I lost on Atari again. I got to restart the game. That's enough Atari jokes.
Leia. Leia has to be so sad. She's just been her entire life trying to fight for good and getting fucked over, and everybody dies.
We also got to think like that's exactly that was badass too. That's exactly what she's done is tried to save people every fucking day of her life, and then we have Poe jackassery going out and half the fucking people die.
I want to watch this.
I'll take it in my chambers.
Bitch, didn't you get the memo I sent you? Oh my God.
Ah, good. Supremely.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck.
That's so crazy.
Is he doing that from across the galaxy?
Your performance cannot be overstated.
He's not across the galaxy. He's on his way to meet them. He's not that far away.
Leader. We have them tied.
Do you think Snoke's overcompensating for something with his large...
I mean, he's already fucking 9 feet tall, so I don't know.
I don't know how big his penile is.
I remember hearing...
Is that canon? Does he have one?
Does his race have a penis? I don't know. That's a good question.
What race is he? Remix?
They haven't said.
Huh. Like a Yoda race. He's just a Snoke.
He's a Snoke. Yeah, I mean, he's obviously not human. He's like 9 feet tall. And his hand is as big as Rey's head.
So if you guys didn't know, that was supposed to be the first scene. I'm
glad they changed that.
Yeah, I'm very glad. Sorry for the Finn waking up in the bubble machine.
Yeah.
Did you fry a chip?
Yeah, I did earlier. Why? I vaped some fucking THC. I haven't felt things for weeks.
Big buddy. It's so good to see you.
That kind of makes
like this kind of comedy stuff is fine.
I'm okay with it, but it kind of makes sense because they're like instead of having a whole back to tank, they'll just make a
suit.
single suit back to tank.
Yeah, and he came out of a coma.
Oh
and he's
my
like,
God!
what the
Shut
fuck's
the
happening?
fuck up, Commander.
Sorry.
Here we go. I love the soundtrack too.
It's good. It's really good.
It's such an innocent, like light feel.
People have been talking shit about Rey's theme, and I'm like, you have no idea what you're talking about. Rey's theme is one of the best parts of Star Wars music.
Right where we left off. The lightsaber. Badass hand, bitch.
It looks so cool. The detail in that, it's awesome.
Now, I think
what's he gonna do?
We've talked shit about this, and we've also like accepted it. I'm okay with it now because like the reason he's on this island is to get away from everything, including his history. And what did you just do? Bring your history back here? Bitch, I don't want this. My entire last 30 years has been trying to get away from it.
Yeah.
And you walk up like you know me.
Yeah, 1000%.
I need your help. No, you don't.
I was talking to somebody about this. I think there's an important part to play with the vibe in the movie theater when you see this. I have a feeling that like when we saw episode 7, people were so geeked for that. It had been 10 years since Star Wars had anything come out. The energy was insane, and watching the movie in the theaters felt way better. Watching it with episode 8, like I'm sure some of us were excited, but the vibe in the theater just felt a little strange. And I think that has a part to play. Like when I saw that on screen for the first time, I was like, yeah, it didn't really work.
So I think the issue is because they pushed the comedy too far in the first fucking scene.
And now that you think that's supposed to be like a comedic beat, but it's really not. Yeah. Because
exactly.
watching it right now by myself, I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Makes 100% sense. And these little porgs.
Did you know porgs die when they have sex? At least the one I fucked did. I learned that one from my grandfather. Dude, the X-Wing in the water, perfect.
Yep.
Epic. I love the...
Except it seems like foreshadowing, but it's not.
Oh, there's the compass that you're supposed to see from...
Battlefront 2, spoiler.
Battlefront 2.
Go away.
Oh, it's Chewie, bitch.
First time I saw that, I was like, Rey Force pushed the shit out of that door.
Oh, that would have been... I'm not sure if I would have liked that better because Chewie fits so well right there.
Oh, yeah, no, it's perfect.
How did you find me?
Because it's his past rushing in.
Yeah, it's
like
like,
not
what the
only
hell?
his past, but physically.
Wait.
How'd you get into my brewery?
There's no H here.
Where's On?
Where's On?
Where's
Dude, I don't care. I love Kylo Ren.
I love his mask.
General Hux, well done.
I do like his
is
fitted,
so fucking great, dude.
fitted suit too.
I agree. Yeah.
Thank you, Supreme.
It's kind of Luke Skywalker-ish in episode 6, where it's just tight fitted black, simple. I don't need a Grievous fucking arm. I don't need Dooku capes and shit. Wear something ergonomic, lightweight, so I can force jump around. That looks like a fucking... What happened to his head? I was chopping wood one day, and my fucking nephew missed.
He's pissed about it.
I said, hit it here, and he slipped. And
Kylo Ren,
It is interesting to see him like
I found you.
he's kind of stumbling around, like he's injured. Like he's very powerful with the Force, but like he couldn't get in a lightsaber fight,
Untamed
which I love.
we haven't seen him. Yeah, there's no lightsaber.
something.
He doesn't have one because he couldn't use it if he wanted to.
That's interesting that you say that.
Potential of your bloodline.
He doesn't need to. He's zapped Kylo Ren with his barely talking about one finger.
But you think maybe he came to power simply because he's strong in the Force, but he wasn't trained naturally because there was no one to train him. But because of the demise of the Empire, he just rose to power simply because of his innate power. No, I think that makes complete sense. I love his voice in that too, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop saying yeah.
I was going to comment, but I wanted to wait for the line to happen.
I also love how it comes apart. I got to recharge my vape pen in there. His face.
There it is.
His nose. There it is.
Too much of your father's heart in you, young Solo. I killed Han Solo.
I love hearing that and then seeing Solo and hearing how Kira talks about Solo. It ties together so perfectly. All
You were unbalanced.
right, don't talk.
Bested by a girl who had never held a lightsaber. You failed.
I don't care what you have to say about this movie. That was one of the coolest moments of a Jedi Sith thing ever. That was amazing. I love that.
You know what I think? Kylo's sandbagging. If you guys don't know what that means, he's holding back and he's not showing his true power.
I wonder about that though.
Because when that happened, he didn't look injured. He kind of just got up and didn't say a fucking thing. He just stared him down. Let your supposed leader do what he wants until it's the right time.
Best scene ever. I just said best scene ever again. Sorry. There's a lot about this movie that I really do love.
Oh no, that's
like
that's
this
what it is,
elevator
highs
scene
and
right
lows.
here is like, geez, man, it's like one of the most powerful moments. Adam Driver's like on fire this entire movie, dude.
He spent so much time and so much effort trying to become Darth Vader, and then he became Kylo Ren, and it still didn't work out. So he's like, "Fuck this."
Dude, it's
Specifically, this elevator creaks like a motherfucker. I can't stand it.
You can feel the energy coming off of him off screen. It's crazy. Like it's that intense. I love it.
There's no light left in Kylo Ren.
A lot of Rey's sayings I fucking hate, to be honest.
Within weeks.
I think that's on purpose though.
We need your help. We need the Jedi Order back.
Yeah, she's supposed to say stuff like that because she's naive. She's like, we need you to come back because Kylo Ren is strong with the dark side of the Force.
Can you imagine what's going through Chewie's mind? Like, this bitch has no clue.
It's like, how many times do I have to hear about the Force? You guys are fucking annoying as hell. I'm just trying to make some money, eat some porgs, like bang some fucking Twi'leks.
Oh my god. You know how many Force sensitive people have come and gone? Bitch, all you gotta have is furry nuts and a good bowcaster.
That's all you need. Succeed in the galaxy, motherfucker.
No reason at all. Go away.
It's also interesting. It makes me cringe. Like, even if you don't like this movie, and not only if you don't like this movie because of how they portrayed Luke Skywalker, you've got to imagine that's the whole point of this movie is something great. First of all, changed Luke and created Kylo Ren. And I hate to say it, but it sparked a change in the galaxy. Like, we finally have our number one hero fall from grace.
Yeah, I wish more people would get that.
Like, he's not the same person. That's the whole point of the fucking film.
Yeah, like the fact that Luke is in
Hold
hiding.
on, I want to see 4 tits in a...
I'm highly turned on right now.
Could you imagine?
This is like the most action I've gotten in weeks.
She's probably going through her mind like, what does he do on a weekend?
She was so happy for a second.
Her name's Beatrice.
And then it looks at her and she's like, oh, what the hell are you doing, Beatrice? Oh, man.
She's probably like, I hope he doesn't milk me.
Is that part of my training? I can't handle that. He looks so maniacal right there. Looks like the Joker. He's like, yeah, this is what you want? You want to live on this island? Gonna fuck shit up.
Just caught a Magikarp. Look at this shit. Holy shit. Pokemon Go ain't got nothing on me.
Go in. Now, what I was going to say earlier is like, people,
what is that? Whoa. What is, that's the
little transmitter
responder.
Thing.
Yeah.
When you realize that Luke is gone, everyone's first response is like, well, Luke wouldn't do that. He's the good guy. Like, he would be strong and do that.
He fucked up.
My first response was like, how serious did that have to be to make the good guy go into hiding and forget all of his friends? Like, that's the annoying part about some of the criticism about Luke. I was like, it's not that he would never do that. It was like whatever the situation was so serious that he abandoned his sister and everybody else and went into hiding.
Well, the issue was he just found out that he had kissed his sister 3 movies ago, so he had to go into hiding. We got pictures of this shit.
Obi-Wan, why didn't you tell me? I made out with her. That's unforgivable.
The ancient Jedi texts. It calls to her. Dude, that's so fucking sweet. That's some awesome shit. Like, when we read like the Bane books, people had gone through the Sith archives and those old temples, and no one found anything until Bane went in, and then he heard something. He felt something calling to him. So it's not just like, I'm strong, I'm going to walk in and find everything. Like, not everything's meant for you. Bane walked in, and he was the right person to hear it. And that's what I find from this. Rey is like feeling it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an interesting point. Like, I wonder how, if other Jedi have ever been to this island and
those are my nudie magazines. How'd you find them? What the hell?
Put the penthouse down. That fucking shit is worth money. That's vintage. You better not put your fucking fingerprints on that, girl.
1977 Bush. You haven't seen nothing like that.
To keep these.
Stroke it.
The original Jedi texts.
It looks like the fucking books from Oblivion.
Just like me. They're the last of the Jedi religion.
It's pretty epic. Could you imagine, like, 2 worlds away, there's a whole nother tribe of Jedi that are in hiding, and they're like, we're the last of the Jedi. Because no one talks to each other anymore.
Every other planet in the galaxy is like, yeah, I'm the last Jedi.
Star Wars Facebook has come crashing down and no one can hear.
Nowhere.
No one's from nowhere.
Jakku.
All right, that is pretty much nowhere.
That's the comedy I want to hear.
Yeah.
The Resistance sent me.
It's amazing hearing that he's from Tatooine. Jakku is that much shittier that he's from Tatooine. And he's like, okay, yeah, you're right.
At least people can like live on Tatooine. Yeah. She's from a junkyard.
See? Junkyard. I do love how inquisitive he is right here about her.
Inside me has always been there. But now it's awake.
It's probably because you're pregnant, bitch. You don't come here with that shit.
I got some demon baby in my belly. I'm scared. Help me, Master Luke.
Kiss my brother who doesn't exist no more.
This is your fault.
I came to you, kissing sisters expert.
Why not? I've seen your daily routine. You're not busy.
I will never train another generation of Jedi.
So,
I came to this island to die. It's time for the Jedi.
We saw this in that trailer. Yeah.
But he's referring to himself.
No, he's referring to the Order.
No, he's referring to himself. He just said, I came here to die. It's time for the Jedi Order to end. He's just looking at himself like, I'm the last of the Jedi. The Jedi texts are the last of everything. If I die, it's wiped clean.
Yeah, he's trying to make sure the Order ends. That's what I just said.
Doesn't he also realize Leia's still alive? What the fuck happened?
She's not a true Jedi, though. She's just some fucking general that has some powers. I like this pull out of hyperspace right here with the little shake and everything. It's cool.
I got this same water bottle. Oh my God, it keeps soup warm for weeks.
You're demoted.
What?
You know what's funny as fuck is they did that scene like so many times. I watched the deleted scene.
Oh,
They
yeah.
did that scene
You're
so much.
demoted.
She had to smack him like 65 times.
By jumping in an X-wing and blowing something up. I need you to learn that.
There were heroes on that mission.
Dead heroes. No leaders.
It's deep shit, Leia.
But also, we took out a dreadnought, which was potentially going to murder 1 million more people. We sacrificed 10 for 1 million. Why
Still.
doesn't she get that?
She
Think about
does,
that, though.
But her point is that when the resistance is at this stage, that's not the most important thing.
We need to find a new base.
Because the whole mission, think about the mission.
It's survival. It's survival.
The mission was distract the First Order while we get the fuck off Dakar. Once the mission's over, Poe decides to go in and blow up. That's mine. No, this is mine. Poe decides to run in and blow up the fucking dreadnought, which was not part of the plan.
True. Ooh, Snoke ship is badass.
Dude, the biggest ship ever in Star Wars. The biggest canon ship in Star Wars.
That's a weird. Well, yeah, look at that goddamn thing the
'cause
size of
it's
New Jersey.
Sideways, yeah. It's just fucking Ohio on its side right now.
Gotta get out of here.
Wait. They've tracked us through light speed.
See, I've also heard people complain about this.
Yes.
Like, oh, no one's ever been able to. Yeah, I know. We're in the future now. Like, this is a new technology. Like, it makes sense that it's a new thing that you
I
can
agree.
track somebody through light speed. I think it's fucking cool.
Yeah, I agree.
Because back in the past, I feel like an Empire.
Whoa.
Oh, the Empire's on our tail. I'm just going to jump to light speed and then
They don't know where we're
forever.
going,
Like,
yeah.
that's kind of dumb. Like, if you have a trajectory on somebody, if they jump to light speed, you should still be able to track them.
But even if you have a trajectory, how far are you going? You could stop at one point or go further. I mean, it's a complete guess.
Yeah.
No, but I
it.
guess
I
the
think it
only
makes sense.
the only other way to track through light speed is a physical tracker. Because that's what
Hang on, I want to drool over Kylo Ren and his fucking TIE fighter.
You should see how hard Commander is right now. This is fucked. Thank God he wasn't in it. Everyone dies. Spoiler.
This is so sweet.
Dude,
The TIE silencer is fucking awesome.
I got to group up with him on Battlefield 2.
Battlefront 2.
Battlefront
I know.
2.
He knows what he's doing. He knows all the tricks. He's got all the unlocked maneuvers.
That's weird that it would go through the shield. Like, I'm not mad at it. I'm just curious more.
Fucking knock BB-8's head off.
Holy shit.
We need to get out of range of those Star Destroyers.
We need to what?
Full engines ahead. Get out of range of the Star Destroyers and the fighters will fall back.
All craft, full engines.
Like, why doesn't he know that? He's been around so long.
Yeah, it's true. He does seem confused as fuck.
to what?
For as much as you guys love Admiral Akbar, he's clueless as hell.
Yeah. So much
What?
dementia.
He led the fucking resistance into the Rebel Alliance into a trap. And now he's like, what the fuck's happening? All right, sorry, I gotta be quiet. Dude, it's so hard to make fun of this movie because every 5 seconds I'm like, dude, this is an intensely emotional scene. I need to watch this. I know you guys are used to us making fucking fart jokes about everybody, but there's some real goodness going on right now. Dude.
I wonder what she's saying. You got to think that like they're communicating somehow.
Yeah.
Don't do it now.
Don't do it, Ben.
Kylo, I want to eat my last supper.
I feel like you don't see anything physically, but I feel like she preps for it.
Well, you see her kind of hold her breath.
Yeah, but aside from like she doesn't put her fucking hand out and like cocoon herself. But I feel like she's mentally preparing for that.
The resistance have pulled out of range. We can't cover you at this distance. Return to the fleet.
So pissed.
What is the point of all this if we can't blow up 3 tiny cruisers?
Well, they're faster and lighter, sir. They can't lose us, but they can keep at a range where our cannons are ineffective against their shields.
Well, keep up the barrage. Let's at least remind them that we're still here.
Send the fucking fleet?
Fuel like this.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest complaints about the movies. Besides Luke, this is just a plot hole. and it's not a real situation. But
I don't think it did. She is floating pretty fucking far away. I don't remember her floating that far. Oh my God. She's like Kal-El, Superman, as soon as the light hits her. Holy shit.
It's never been about the fact that it happens. It's been about how it looks. But it's like there's a spotlight on her and she's Mary Poppins. That's how it looks to me. Like, it's a great idea. It's cool to see Leia finally using the Force other than just like reaching out to Luke. Like, it's cool. I dig it.
She just knows. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm really. She
I'm
does
fine.
kind of look.
No, I'm
she
fine
looks
with
kind of goofy. There should be more of that though. And this is supposed to be a foreshadow.
Yep.
Her slicing through it.
Through the ship.
Zoop. But there should be more of that in awe moment that everybody's just like, how the fuck?
Right. Yeah, it would be great. I think they would add to it if...
Also, she just walked up, she floated up to a door and they opened it. No one else got sucked out.
Well, we didn't see don't worry about that.
I saw it all. See who he's wearing some fucking Converse, I see.
Sorry.
Yeah, you should be.
No, it'd be cool to see like the other members of the Resistance. Like, Leia's our leader, but that fucking shit has never happened before. What is that? What's going on?
They probably didn't realize.
That looks delicious, actually. I'm hungry as hell.
It's already cooked, Chewie. You might as well eat it.
He's about to. Get the fuck out of here, little penguin.
Puts it down. I will. So, huge props to the new Chewie guy.
Yeah, he's been great.
No complaints. Zero complaints. I'm so happy with it.
You can't tell.
This is
you
also
would never know.
fucking perfect.
Yeah, this is so sweet.
You know exactly what to turn on after 40 years.
He becomes 19 again here when he talks to R2. Spoiler. I love it, though. It's like... You can complain about Mark Hamill not agreeing with Luke's role in this, but this is one of the best acting performances I've ever seen in a Star Wars movie, by far.
R2?
Listen to his voice right here.
R2.
He's 19 again.
Yes. Yeah, I know. Hey, Sacred Island, watch the language.
Piece of shit island.
That's
Sacred
so
Island. Watch
episode
it.
4. That sounds just like episode 4, Luke.
I've never even thought about that.
You understand.
What are you doing on this piece of shit? A Sacred Island. Watch your fucks.
Nothing can make me change my mind.
What about your sister that you fucking...
What about this incest porno you watched earlier? About your sister?
Now you're trying to get up on that mouth again, like, Luke. She did look good back then. Sorry, R2. I know what you're talking about.
Wow. Look at the lady lumps.
He's looking at him like, yeah, you want that ass? I know what I'm saying.
You should see what else I got in my data banks. My browsing history hasn't been cleared in decades. You better watch this. Throw what else I got.
Tomorrow, at dawn.
It is interesting to note that it's always Leia that makes him change his mind. So
It's
Rey
his
shows
last
up.
connection to anything.
Yeah. Rey shows up. He says no. And then R2 plays that thing of Leia. And he agrees to show Rey a few lessons. And then we'll see later on in the movie that Luke reaches out with the Force for the first time and realizes that Leia's in a coma and then decides to actually help.
Mm-hmm.
But then he sees Rey and Kylo talking to each other and he gets pissed.
I wonder if he's so
it's always
far...
Leia that fucking like gets him back into the action.
It's what it's true love. I wonder if he really is so far disconnected that, like, him being on that sacred island, he really has no clue that, like, the First Order's a thing, that the Resistance is dying. Like, he's so... I wonder how
the
long
Resistance
he's
is
been
not a thing. He doesn't even know that. I guarantee it.
Thing. Rebellion. The Rebellion.
And then you had the New Republic for how many years?
Well, you also got to include the entire episode 7. Like, he doesn't know the Hosnian system has been blown up. He doesn't know Starkiller Base was even constructed.
Yeah.
The downtrodden.
Yeah, I'd be curious to know how. Well, I guess we'll see that with the cartoon Resistance, but yeah.
The dino droppings that I felt, they were eating. I can't pull her out of that movie.
It's been so long that she doesn't even look that the same though.
She doesn't, but it's her voice.
I love seeing him amidst people. It's so cool.
They need to do that more often.
I don't hate.
What's next to him?
I can't remember his name.
It's not a.
That's Admiral Holdo? Battle of Chiron Belt, Admiral Holdo?
Yeah, I seen her tits.
She did a spread and fucking Coruscant Weekly.
Coruscant Weekly.
Commander Damon, with our current fuel consumption, there's a very limited amount of time that we can stay out of range of those Star Destroyers.
Very kind of you to make me aware. Let's get me those.
And we need to shake them before we can find a new base, so what's our plan?
Our plan, Captain? Not Commander, right? Wasn't it Leia's
I love that
official act to
little
for your dread
undercover fucking BB-8.
where we lost our
I
entire
didn't even see it.
fleet?
She's pissed.
Captain, Commander, you can call me whatever you like. I just want to know what's going on.
Well, now that you say that, little bitch boy, I don't like you. I don't like your haircut. You look like a doucher. Go home. Don't come back.
I never liked your parents. I'm pissed. X-Wings are fucking old news. You're a little bitch. You can't fly a B-Wing. What the hell's wrong with you?
Also, your eyebrows are too expressive. They're too expressive. Trim them.
Also, I've seen you playing guitar. Guitars are outlowed in the Resistance. What
I
the fuck's
watched
wrong
that
with you?
X-Men movie. You done fucked that up, too.
So you're trying to grow...
This is interesting that he's trying to run. So obviously he's like trying.
He's not trying to
find,
run.
He's trying to find Rey.
Yeah, he's going for Rey. Yeah.
Why doesn't he just ask? Where'd Rey go? She's gone.
He would run into the same problems that Poe ran into. It's like,
first of all,
yo,
where?
I just want to know what the bigger plan is.
Where is she? Where's he going to start? I'm just going to go to Nar Shaddaa and hang out for a while and ask about a girl named Rey.
That's a good point.
Have you heard about Scavenger? What? All right, next bar.
He would get, if he like Canto Bight, he would get to Nar Shaddaa and fucking plan himself down. There's fucking strippers and Twi'leks and beer everywhere.
Oh yeah, everything's free.
Yeah. No, I mean like Leia probably had some plan in place. That's why she has the transmitters in the first place.
Hey, hi. I was, you know, I was.
You're Finn. Hey, Finn.
The Finn.
Sorry. I work behind pipes all day. Doing talking with Resistance heroes is not...
Doing talking.
Doing talking. I'm Rose.
Breathe. Yeah, like I'm not a Resistance hero.
She's a great actress. Yeah. I believe her. I believe her. Just saying. I believe her. Wow.
I don't believe her. She tried to feed me some lies. I'm pissed. Okay, no, she's great.
See, the issue is, like, people hate on Kelly.
Hey, accordingly, you're not allowed to talk about the issues with the character.
The issue is the character is not that great. She portrays the character exactly how it should be portrayed, but people don't like the actions of the character.
I think the character has a definite place in the movie. I just think that she was given... I don't even want to say she was given. That makes it sound bad.
Gotta get back to what I was doing, so...
For her character in the space of the entire storyline, I think she was featured too much.
Yeah, she played too large of a part.
Rose was in the movie too much.
With a packed bag.
Okay, listen.
I think it becomes evident with the score. If you listen, they play that little Rose's theme like 47 times throughout the entire movie.
Just passed out. That was so dumb.
What? You passed out when you got fucking electrocuted?
I know.
What happened?
I'm taking you to the brig and turning you in for desertion.
I was not deserting. I told you that.
My sister just died, protecting the fleet.
Yeah, we just saw it on screen. You don't have to tell us. Jesus. You got the same half moon, Sailor Moon shit you got on your leotard.
I've got to get this. Gotta get this beacon far away from here. Then she'll find me and be safe.
Oh, that's what he's trying to do. He's not trying to go find her. He's just trying to get the fuck out of the action.
We can jump to light speed.
Well, they can track us through light speed.
They can track us through light speed?
Yeah. They just show up 30 seconds.
Yeah, if you weren't down here crying all day, you would have fucking known the fucking brief. Jesus.
We had a meeting about a half hour ago.
Yes.
Where were you? Jerking it behind the pipes. We have an issue here.
Active tracking.
can't feel his teeth. You got to go to the dentist, Finn.
Hyperspace tracking isn't
Can't feel my
Resistant
teeth.
dentist.
same as any active
You gotta slow down on booze.
tracking us from the lead ship. But we can't get to the tracker. It's an A-class process. They'll control it from the main bridge.
Well, I mean, yes, but every A-class process
Has a dedicated code breaker. But who knows where the breaker room is on a Star Destroyer?
Well, the guy that used to jerk off in that room.
The guy that used to mop it. If I can get us there.
Their tracker.
I know exactly where it's at.
Fucking get us there.
Simpler.
So the first order is only tracking us from one destroyer, the lead one.
So we blow that one up.
I like where your head's at, but no, they'd only start tracking us from another destroyer.
But if we
sneak on board the lead destroyer and disable the tracker without them realizing,
They
then
won't
we can...
realize it's off for one system cycle. About 6 minutes.
See, that's the part I don't get. Like, if you blow up one and they just start tracking you from another one, why don't they just track you from all of them at the same time, just in case?
Our fleet escapes before they realize.
I have nothing to say to that because I
don't have anything
no
to say
fucking
that
clue.
either. I have no response.
How'd you two meet?
Well,
Ryan Johnson.
Throw me into the script.
Everyone's
and then
pissed.
We all went out to TGI Fridays, and I mean, it was a good night.
It'll save the fleet and it'll save Ray.
If I must be the sole voice of reason, Admiral Holdo will never agree to this plan.
When is she gonna wake up? I don't know.
You're right.
Have you tried milking her?
She's been hungover for weeks.
She's so fucked.
All right.
Once we blew up Starkiller Base, we had some fucking crazy ass party. Twi'leks dancing everywhere, and Leia's been she's been passed out for.
Re-scrambled every hour. We can't get through. Shields undetected.
That sounded like it was part of the movie. Sorry. They're burping hex encrypted.
Of course I could do it.
Terrible. Boo. This is one major thumbs down for this shit.
Union dispute. You do not want to hear about it.
This is the day after your entire castle got destroyed, Maz. Just in case you forgot about that.
Well, I guess maybe people would be fighting for the area that's been blown up. Like, she's got to rebuild. And maybe there was like tribes that came in and were like, we want to rebuild there.
Sounds like this codebreaker fellow can do everything.
Oh, yes, he can.
He finger banged me in a fucking porta potty 3 hours ago. Guys, we get raunchy here.
Red palm bloom. What's that a symbol for? Maz.
Okay.
You gave that to him after he took your virginity.
Is there any way that we can take care of this?
Her 1,000-year-old virginity.
This is rarefied cracking. You want to get on that destroyer? I only know one option. Find the master code breaker.
I hate... All right.
Tell me about it.
So I'm okay with having a code breaker. I'm okay with you can't find any code breaker to do this. You need to find like the code breaker. But the fact that she says you need to find the master code breaker. No, find Mark. He knows how to fucking do it. Like why? Like this is. It was written in the script.
That's not his goddamn nickname. I know what you mean. Yeah.
But why is it written in the script? Like find the plot extender. Like why? That's how it feels.
Find the fleet savior.
Yeah.
He will save your fleet. Yeah. It is fucking ridiculous.
Here we go.
It's pissed.
Dude, I love how he
moves that little
tells the
thing
thing
away.
to be like, fuck off. Ooh. I love these moments. Do you feel it?
It's crazy. Like the connection is so strong that he thought he got shot.
Yeah.
That's just like, that's fucking insane.
LSD.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. It's just so well shot that like, dude, how do you dislike this movie? You need to fucking stop breathing. Luke Skywalker, fuck. He didn't kill the AT-ATs with his lightsaber. I'm upset. She's so mad. Venomous snake.
You're not doing this. The effort would kill you.
You see mine?
You see my surroundings?
You're gonna pay for what
Do you see my dick?
Can't see yours.
I got no pants on.
Just you.
Don't look down.
I didn't take the blue pill. I took the red pill. It's been hard for 3 weeks.
This is something else.
It's interesting he says this is something else.
He's trying to figure out what it is. He knows it's Snoke right now.
Do you feel like he knows?
Well, we were talking about this in the last actual episode of the podcast. Is like, does he figure it out for himself, or is he confused? And then when Snoke says it, he looks up like, oh shit. That's a good question.
I was cleaning my blaster, it went off.
That's what I told my mom when I was caught masturbating. Well, like, what? Come on. What are you talking about?
You clumsy bitch. What the hell?
Who were those things?
These rocks are broke.
If you were cleaning your blaster and it went off, like, take the blaster away. You should not be having that shit. You're going to accidentally kill one of my porgs.
My handmaidens. This is epic. I love the insight here.
The mere fucking fact that he says Darth Sidious in this movie makes me cream my pants. That's all he had to say. Luke could come on screen, say Darth Sidious, and then leave and never show up again, and I would be like, this is the best movie ever made.
I wonder when he would have learned that. Like, I guess he would have consulted Ben or Yoda at some point as a Force Ghost to learn that. Because he just knew the Emperor. He was not a part of that.
What do you know about the Force?
Yeah, but maybe that happened.
Shut the fuck up.
I have that lets them control people and
Make things float.
Impressive. Every word in that sentence was wrong.
I don't know.
Later in the movie.
I don't know why I don't like that.
He does it later in the movie.
I don't like that line.
It's really smart.
Everything you just said was misogynist.
I like it because a lot of what people say in these fucking Star Wars movies are like,
The energy between all things.
that's one thing, but you missed half the point and you're wrong as fuck.
Okay. But what is it?
Close your eyes.
You might feel some pressure like on your chest. It's not a hand. Close your eyes.
It's the Force.
It's the Force. Usually feel.
I love how aggravated he gets, though. It's perfect. It's like, yep, that was me when I was 19.
Yes, I feel it. That's the Force. Really?
Wow, it must be really strong
Oh,
with
I've
you.
never felt any... Ow!
Even the porgs are laughing at you.
Yeah, no shit.
I'll try again.
Breathe. Just breathe.
I do love that instruction. Breathe.
So epic.
Reach out with your feelings.
It is Jedi beard.
I do want an explanation of this. I know that Weiss has thought I'm a fucking jackass for not understanding this scene, but like when she envisions the...
Well, hold on. I love this description.
Yeah.
Life. Death and decay that feeds new life. Warmth. Cold. Peace. Violence.
And between it all.
So it's like a flow. It's a circular...
It's a circle of life.
Yeah,
Going
well,
back to
that's
the Lion King.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Where's Mufasa?
But that's what she was talking about. Like life, death, leading to new life.
Yeah.
So it's just like, we're just forever going to get Star Wars films.
Well, that's a good thing. But this is where I'm confused about where we're moving forward. Is like, is Rey going to internalize these lessons? Or are we just going to end up getting... Stop interrupting me. Jesus.
Ooh.
There's something else.
This right here is what I don't understand.
Beneath the island. A place. A dark place.
Balance. Powerful light, powerful darkness.
It's cold.
Like, she's meditating and seeing things. Like, what is happening that shit is falling apart?
It's reacting to her touching the dark side.
And then you see the water flow up. I'm like, what's happening? Like, did she teleport? My question is, I wish I could pause this for you guys that are listening, but like, the scene that we see later in the movie, did she teleport down there and see that and then come back here and then we're seeing about it later? I don't know why I'm just...
You are thinking way too hard into it. She was feeling out the Force and it was showing her things. It It was showing her the light, the dark, life, death.
But why'd she fucking teleport and was the waterfall on her face for?
No, she got caught up in it, and she was probably like in her surroundings.
And
but
she's all
floating.
wet now. The water fucking came up. It was real.
That doesn't make, dude. No. My argument to what you're thinking is,
he's pissed.
No, Kylo's hand gets wet when it's raining and when they're connected. It's not raining where he's at, but he looks down or whatever it is. Something gets wet.
Yeah, I know.
So it's the same idea. Your
Ryan,
thought process is fucked.
Don't worry. When Ryan comes on the show, he'll explain everything.
Time to fuck in a closet, right?
Fleet's only got 18.
Shouldn't a fleet be pulling away because they were faster?
Still can't reach the resistance. Keep at it.
I think they said
And
earlier,
ask
like,
about Finn.
if they pulled all the way away, then they would run out of fuel instantly, and then they would just track them through hyperspace again.
So they just pulled enough away and then cruised.
Just trying to figure out a plan, yeah.
Fuel efficiency. Got to hit eco mode.
Run that fucking ethanol.
Oh, she's so happy. Jakku, it doesn't rain like
It's
this.
like little moments like that. She's never seen rain in her life.
And he's seeing raining of metallurgy.
That's so crazy. She's like, oh, it's a happy moment. Oh, God damn it, Kylo, get the fuck out of my head.
Why is the Force connecting?
I hate that line.
You and I.
Murderous snake. You're too late. You lost. I found Skywalker.
Did he tell you what happened?
I never realized he said that. The night I destroyed his temple.
I also did not realize that.
You do?
He gave me a bad haircut, so I fucked his entire day up.
You have that look in your eyes from the forest.
Murderous snake.
Called me a monster.
You are a monster.
Ah, dude. Oh my God.
Don't fucking test me. I'm about to kill my own motherfucker. Murderous snake. I'm actually more like a murderous piranha because I'm about to kill everything.
Dude, the fact that he's like, yeah.
See right here.
No,
Like, wipes
that's
his
cool.
face.
Yeah, that's sweet. The Force is that strong. Yeah. All right, I quit now. Can we quit? Are we done?
Just take a nap.
I'm about to kill myself.
Breaker, we get out.
You know this town? Canto Bite?
Let's just interject one of our old episodes right now through this entire Canto Bite sequence.
Oh,
and
cheers.
then come back. Fucking Kiadi Mundi over there in a helmet. Sorry. It's
Supposedly,
offensive.
this is one of the scenes on, well, supposedly and unfortunately, that cost them the most money because there's so many different species and the sets and everything.
Yeah.
I told those two, I said, this is a public.
That's Joseph Lenny Kravitz. That voice.
Oh, Joseph Lenny Kravitz.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt, yeah. I gotta say, like,
oh no,
I don't hate Canto Bite yet. The idea behind it is cool. The richest place in the galaxy, the casino, the species. Like, I don't hate it yet. It's not the setting itself. It's just kind of where it ends up is what makes me hate it.
It's gonna be a shit pot here in a second.
Oh, yes. This place is great.
Okay. Ma said this master code breaker.
Just start shouting, "Excuse me, Mr. Master Codebreaker."
Oh my God.
I wonder if that's Ryan Johnson's mom or something. I love this. And this is Mark Hamill right here. This is fucking great. I love this stuff.
I'm always interested to see how they do that. Do they do the animation first and you're supposed to react to the animation and do the audio to that? Or do you do the audio first?
I think they do the voice and then they match. Well, they probably have a rough sketch first. And then Mark does the voice and then they finalize it based on what he actually said.
I guess it depends because they're running the wrong way. What is this, France?
Also,
Come on.
My question is, every time there's a race, everybody's drinks spill on the bar? That seems inefficient as fuck.
It costs them more.
Like, how often do they have races? Like, a couple times a day? Yeah.
Every day. You gotta buy more drinks.
What did they tell them that when they try to go to a bar? Like, this drink's $47, but I want you to realize that in the next 3 seconds, it's going to spill and you're going to waste all of it.
It's $47 for the drink and $170 for a suction cup to hold your drink to the goddamn table.
For drink insurance, that way when it spills, you can get a refill.
Drink insurance.
They took everything we had. And who do you think these people are? There's only one business in the galaxy that'll get you this.
War never changes. See, I don't dislike Rose's description and stuff here. Like, some people take this as like this is a blanket anti-war, anti-military thing for the movie. But you know,
true.
We're seeing things in the scenes from people's perspectives. Like, this is how Rose views Canto Bight.
War profiteering, yeah.
Yeah, like from her perspective. That doesn't necessarily mean that everybody on Canto Bight builds X-Wings and sells them to the First Order or whatever. Like, that's not exactly what that means.
What kind of Alabaman motherfucker? You're up.
See, like, this scene it's not that long of a scene.
What was that?
Not now, lovey. On a roll.
Ooh, you definitely got... You're not even around anymore. Ooh, here we go. If she's not double bladed,
yes,
next episode
9, yeah,
I will really be mad.
I'm gonna go find JJ and be like, bitch, what the hell?
I will truly be mad. It makes so much sense.
It's cool to see. I know people complain about her being like too strong, but she's so like combatively adept.
Well, she's natural at
Yes, she's natural. It's cool to see how like competent she is with a single-bladed lightsaber. Think about what she would do with a staff that she's been using since she was, however young.
So that's a good point.
She would be unstoppable.
That's a good point, and I've always agreed that she's had to fight her way through her childhood. But people don't realize that. Like, Luke had no combative training. 0%. He was a decent pilot and he like bullseyed womp rats, but like she had to physically fight people for like food.
Yeah. She's way more competent than Luke has ever been. Yeah.
Why wouldn't that translate?
Because everyone's a misogynetics.
You didn't realize, bitch, you could have cut your own tit off. You better calm. Oh,
what if I love this. People get pissed. I think it's hilarious. What if that was like a symbolic statue of the Jedi that was sitting on the side of the thing that she accidentally cut in half and it fell?
That would have been good.
Looks like, bitch, you just disregarded everything the Jedi have ever stood for.
Just a statue of Obi-Wan on the high ground. On the high ground.
Lesson 2. Now that they're extinct, the Jedi are romanticists.
I love this scene with like the sunset and everything. The lighting's beautiful, everything.
Deeds. The legacy of the Jedi is failure.
You don't know.
Hypocrisy, hubris.
That's not true.
At the height of their powers, they allowed Darth Sidious to rise, create the Empire, and wipe them out. It was a Jedi Master who was responsible for the training and creation of Darth.
Is he saying that Obi-Wan was... But he wasn't responsible for it?
Yes.
He was responsible for making him a great Jedi. He wasn't responsible for creating a Sith to kill everybody.
Well, let's unpack it. Maybe he was talking about Qui-Gon.
For many years, there was balance. And then I saw Ben, my nephew.
How many times are you going to say hubris?
Hubris. Where's Han?
In my underwears.
Han was Han about
Stop talking about Fruit of the Loom on this fucking episode right now.
Fruit of the Loom. It's feeling good on the grundle.
Force of the Loom.
I took him and a dozen students and began the training temple. By the time I realized I was no match for the darkness rising in him, it was too late.
This is the first time we actually have a flashback, right?
Yeah.
Like Kylo asked if
I went to confront him.
She was told the true story, but this is the first time we actually see it.
Yes.
So that was quick. He crushed the tent.
Yep.
That was it.
He must have thought I was dead.
It's probably all true, in a weird sense that each part has actually happened.
It's the point.
He like thought about killing him, walked away, then he came back and thought about killing him, and then he woke up. Like it could all be true in a weird fucked up sense.
Well, the point of this series of flashbacks is that you see it from we see it from Luke's perspective now. And then we see it from Kylo's perspective later. And then finally, Luke tells the true version of what happened.
Jedi Master.
So again, what I was saying earlier with Luke abandoning people. The question for me isn't, well, why would Luke just try to kill his nephew after nothing? The question is, it must have been, you looked into his head, you must have seen the most fucked up shit in your life. You must have seen a fucking Rob Zombie movie playing in his head that make you want to take him out in order to save your friends and your order and everybody.
He knows the truth. I kissed his mom.
He knows I was making out with Leia.
He's seen episode 5.
What if Luke's actually Kylo's dad?
No wonder he's pissed.
I figured it out. I figured the whole thing. That's why people are pissed. No, I've always, I shouldn't say always, because I have been critical.
I love those ships.
About this in the past.
Those
medical ship is so sweet.
Medical frigates.
But yeah, the question for me is like, if Luke takes it that seriously, it's not a fucking plot hole. It's what he looked into Kylo's head and saw was that fucked up that he like almost killed his nephew.
It could have been like a potential future, just like Anakin Skywalker.
But we've talked about this. I remember we had a big discussion about this once episode 8 came out. It was like, Padme may not have died. If Anakin didn't turn the dark side, Padme may not have died. He saw a potential future and he made it happen because he was a crazy ass motherfucker.
Fuel reserves at 6.
So maybe Luke saw something in Kylo, like the potential of it. But if he hadn't whipped out his lightsaber at 3 a.m., Kylo might have just been a normal ass dude and been one of Luke's like best students and Jedi Knight Ben Solo.
That's the issue. Like as Master Skywalker, you should realize that everybody's gonna have negative or evil thoughts,
especially when your fucking dad's Darth Vader.
Oh yeah.
Like you what do you?
Or your father abandoned the family and's out scavenging bitches.
Like, what did you come from? Your dad was Darth Vader. You should be prepped for this shit.
You got a piece of beef in your pocket.
You got a thief in your pocket.
You got a sheep in your pocket.
I can do it.
Enter best character ever.
What?
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 I love that awkward what?
Couldn't help but overhear all the stuff that you were saying.
Couldn't help but you guys were fucking talking as loud as possible.
Trying to sleep. Codebreaker? Thief? I can do it. We're not talking about picking pockets. Okay?
I love him so much.
Don't let the rapper fool you, friend. Me and the First Order codage go way back. And if the price is right, I can break you into old man Snook's boudoir. No.
We got it covered.
I want to know what that is.
It's probably I have a
it's
larger.
Like Kepuna.
Yep, Kepuna.
Gatoga. I'm gonna look that up.
Don't. Or you can just,
as I threw my phone at every single mic in the room,
punch a baby in front of the.
Did he just?
Yeah. We gotta get out of here. This way.
Roundy.
Did you do this?
Hey, hands up! Hands up!
Yeah, man.
Boudoir. Stop searching. He's got such an essence. He's living the character, and that's what's. I hate to say this, but that's what's missing in Star Wars. Like I want to feel a character. I feel like I know him. Right? He said what 10 words, and I feel like I know where he's been. I know like his past. He doesn't trust a lot of people.
See, that's how I feel about Rey and Kylo, though.
I don't feel that about Rey.
Like I feel that they are living their characters. I don't feel that about everybody. I mean, you said earlier that Rose was like on point.
She plays her part too much.
Yeah.
But that's not.
That's the part, though. I guess at the end of the day.
Playing it too much.
This motherfucker, I could sense his essence. Little bitch. Trying to rat people out.
No, wait,
just give him $3. Send him on his way. He won't say shit.
Here. We had nudie mags. You guys have never seen tits like this?
Guys, gonna get a subscription to hustler.tv. You ready for this?
Hey, I'm down.
Just like, yeah, motherfucker, give me that.
Must have come through here.
Here we go.
Begin the nonsense.
But just think about it. Like, Canto Bight was 8 minutes long. We go other places for a while. We meet DJ. And then we have this chase. Like, the whole Canto Bight scene itself is not taking up a giant chunk of the movie.
It seems forced.
The stampede, yes, it does seem forced. But I'm just saying the Canto Bight thing in general. It's not like it ruins the movie. It's not that long. But yes, the stampede is 1,000% unnecessary.
Maybe it's iconic where, like, all these
1,000% terrible.
Yeah,
that was the worst thing I've ever seen.
Maybe it's more iconic where all these people are paying for these space horses to run around a track, and one resistance motherfucker, two of them, show up and let them out, and the horses are on a rampage through all the glory and glitz to wreck it all. Like,
I
it's
think
almost
that is the point. Yeah,
yeah, but it's still hard to watch. Like, I don't care.
Just a bunch of CGI horses running around Croatia.
But that's the issue, is I don't care. I really don't care. Like, I know they had a conversation about these are the most evil people because they supply everything. But at the end of the movie, they supply the good too. So why are they that evil?
Well, that's what I was saying.
They're playing a part.
Yeah, like when Rose brings that up, it's not like a Rian Johnson is pushing the agenda of military propaganda or whatever the fuck on the audience. That's what Rose feels when she goes to Canto Bight, because that's what she knows. She grew up on the Resistance, her and her sister, fighting for the good fight. And that's what they feel when they see stuff like Canto Bight. We're just seeing it from her perspective because that's who's there. Also, the fact that these horses can climb a 90-degree vertical fucking wall, what makes me want to kill myself right now. Actually, I hate Star Wars. I think everything's done. I may as well die. Let's start a podcast about Iron Man instead.
Let the herd go.
Tramp on the corn. Goddamn. That's weed. That's a bunch of marijuana.
Horses are the ganja.
I think we lost him. Now we get down to the beach and circle back around.
It's over. It's over already. It's fine.
That was quick as hell. That was like a minute and a half.
I also can't see anything that's happening, so
Yeah,
I'm
it's
okay with that
really
too.
dark right now. Yeah.
It was worth it, though.
Finn, you just changed your mind 30 seconds ago.
Make him hurt.
Yeah. I can see now. Forgot to take his horseshoes off, Rose. Jesus. How cruel.
Now it's worth it. We just killed 30 sentient beings.
How much damage did you cause?
But we freed one free horse, one space horse.
The fact that those horses could just bust through a concrete wall, it just...
No, this guy gave me a blowjob and I let him fly it.
This guy gave me a blowjob?
Hey, BB-8's got to get some.
Need a lift?
All right, it's over.
No.
How dark is this going to get? Okay, here we go.
It's because it's still daytime here. If you cover your vision,
if you close your eyes, you can think about it real hard. All right,
just picture what's happening.
This is where he gets back into.
Yes,
Force.
this is where he sees Leia and comes back. Spoiler alert.
Sounds like one of them sick horses.
Oh. Yep.
Here we go. Ooh, she's got some good Bose speakers. Rocking it.
For subwoofer. Maybe fucking around.
Harvester of sorrow. Oh.
That's the first time he's heard from anybody besides Rey. In how many years has it been?
Instant. Ooh. That's how she knows. Her ears pop, and then...
I'd rather not do
Well, here he is.
Yeah, me too.
What a bitch. I just got back from the gym. You like what you see? You like what you see, girl?
He looks...
No, bitch, ain't no cows in the First Order.
Why did you hate your father? Give me an honest answer.
You don't know shit.
Shh. Who loved you? He gave a damn about you.
I didn't hate him.
I didn't hate him.
Why?
Why what?
That's what he said. I didn't hate him. So why'd you kill him?
Why did
It's a good question, right?
Why did you kill him? I don't understand.
No. Your parents threw you away like garbage.
They didn't.
They did. But you can't stop needing them. It's your greatest weakness. Looking for them everywhere. And Han Solo.
I ain't gonna be your daddy.
Who's your daddy?
Murderous snake.
Tell you what happened that night?
Yes.
No.
From now on, whenever someone says something stupid, I'm just like, murderous snake.
Murderous snake.
As he said.
So mad.
Something that I don't agree with.
Yeah. He looks so maniacal right there. He looks so crazy.
From his point of view.
Ryan Johnson's like, all right, just pretend you're the Joker in this scene. You're the Joker with the lightsaber. Okay, go. Action. So funny because like...
Did you hear that? That saxophone, that low sax?
No, that was like a little, like a bassoon or some shit.
Bassoon.
Kill it if you have to.
But she hesitates a little bit there. Like she kind of senses that. Like,
Liar.
yeah, Luke's here for a reason. Like he's being a weird ass for a fucking reason. So you're not wrong.
Spear's disgusting.
Murderous snake. I'm not a fan of Columbus breweries. Murderous snake. Liar. Rogue Squadron Podcast is vulgar as hell. Murderous snake.
No, that's the truth.
Not wrong.
I'm still waiting. Well,
okay, so my whole thing earlier about this dark side butthole was wrong. But now, when she talks to Kylo,
it pulls her in.
It pulls her in. And then she like swims up and she lands. And then we hear her talking to Kylo Ren later on, like remembering what happened in the cave. In the mirror cave, yes.
Whoa. The cave. Remember your failure in the cave.
Or bassoon.
It's going Harry Potter style right now.
This is very mystical. So, for all of you fans of like Star Trek, maybe I'm just ignorant to it, but I feel like this is the biggest difference. Like, no one knows what's happening, and it's never going to be explained. Like, even if this were to happen in something in Star Trek, it would be explained scientifically. They would figure it out, blah, 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 and they would go on and elect a new fucking prisoner. But this will never be explained. It's supposed to be up to interpretation.
I think Weiss tried to explain it to me, and I was like, no, bitch, that doesn't work.
No, Weiss is fucked, first of all. The fact that his
hair covers his ears, he can't really hear what's happening when the movie's going on.
Muffled fuzzies.
Dude, I just...
the way they interact with the music is so...
John Williams is a fucking genius.
Not even just how good the music is, how they utilize it, and it stops, and there's nothing, and then that's how you know there's a connection between her and Rey, or her and Kylo. I'm sorry.
That's why John Williams is a genius. Is what I'm saying.
John Williams has nothing to do with
yes,
that.
It does. That's who's doing this thing.
But he decides when to stop.
Yes, the lack of music is just as important as the music itself.
Is that how they do that?
Yeah, he has a final cut of the movie, and then he's scoring to that.
So
they're not hearing shit right now.
So he scores it as a whole?
So they start.
He doesn't score it as a whole.
They start developing some of the themes and stuff as the movie is being shot and being cut, and then he can't score the final version of it until the movie is completely done.
No, that makes sense.
Because a few second gap in one scene is going to change the entire score.
I honestly thought he would have done a great score, and then as the movie was finished, they would have taken that great score and edited it.
Nope.
Edited it.
So right here, she's recounting what happened in the cave. Your
Okay,
failure
here.
in the cave. Luke is like, okay, Leia's in a coma. We got to step in.
This wool sock.
Yeah, and then he comes down and then he sees this and he's like, okay, shit is wrong.
Just want some loving. I haven't felt a man's touch.
Never seen a Sith before. I hear you guys got big lightsabers. That's a giant hand.
Listen to the dumb.
Let's just talk
Right
about
here.
how
Shh.
tall Luke's Kylo Ren
Christ,
is.
shut up. That thunder. It's like they're realizing a lot about each other right then and there. Oh, I never noticed that tear.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's sad for him. Whoa, I've never noticed that.
It's crazy that Luke sees him too. That's the craziest part about it.
Maybe he didn't even see him. Maybe he just realized what was happening. Yeah, it's shifty.
No, I really wish I could rewind right now. You fucking listeners, you assholes. No, I feel like he saw that happening.
Ooh.
Dude, she just fucking attacked Luke Skywalker.
Technically, yeah.
Did you create Kylo Ren?
Why didn't he pull the lightsaber? He's got to go on a defense.
He doesn't want the lightsaber. He's scared of it.
I know. But she gets so offensive that she pulls the lightsaber out.
You know what's
and threatens.
You know what's fucking crazy is that we saw this scene. We saw this in the trailer. That right there.
And backwards.
And we were like, that would never happen. She's not fighting Luke. That would never happen. What the hell?
That's actually not
Two light side
entirely
guys aren't
true.
fighting each other. No way.
That's not entirely true.
I'm true.
They actually use that where she grabs lightsaber and she goes down with it, but they play it backwards.
They play
where
it in reverse, but still, like we
All right,
see her. Okay, sorry.
Building in him. I'd seen it in moments during.
That's a dumbass haircut, Luke.
But then I looked inside, and it was beyond what I ever imagined.
Like he's dreaming about Vader's successes.
Snoke had already.
But see,
Stop. I want to hear it.
He would bring destruction and pain and death at the end of everything I love because of what he will become. And for the briefest moment of pure instinct,
Green.
I could stop it. It passed like a fleeting shadow. And I was left with shame. And with consequence. And the last thing I saw were the eyes of a frightened boy whose master...
Ooh, that's so also really cool that Kylo Ren had, or Ben Solo had a blue lightsaber.
Yeah.
It's just an interesting fact that I've never really thought about.
Yeah. No, I think this is like a big. Well, Rey, what she says right here actually makes sense. Like she's thinking kind of clearly for once. But, you know, Luke's history with the Jedi, with the Force, revolves around his dad. And his dad is Darth Vader. Luke doesn't understand Anakin Skywalker. Like he never knew that. He knows
it's very
who
muddied.
Darth Vader is. So like
It's very muddied.
As soon as one Padawan is like thinking some fucked up shit,
Ben Solo will turn.
They're going to destroy
like,
everything.
That's exactly what Luke is going to be triggered by. Yeah.
It's because
Also,
it's the absolutes of the Jedi. Like
Yeah.
that's what he knows. No one can love, no one can hate, no one can think, no one can be. So,
and then once this shit happens and he fails again and Kylo destroys everything, he's like, okay, me trying to fucking enact what Yoda and Obi-Wan were doing back in the day has caused nothing but trouble. This is done.
It's repeated on a smaller scale because it was just his small Jedi Order.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try keep these absolutes, these rules. Oh, this guy had a bad thought. Let's try to
talk
kill him.
about in the theater right there. We thought he was going to ignite his lightsaber.
Yeah, completely.
We're like, oh my god! Ah,
I thought he was gonna confront someone.
Should have been Ben.
I completely agree. But I'm not upset with Yoda. Master Yoda.
Master Yoda.
I hate to keep harping on it, but I just like right now, Yoda looks awful.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yoda looks terrible.
Jedi. I'm gonna burn it down.
I'm annoyed at it. Looks awful.
I don't like that camera view, by the way. That one would have been enough.
Obi-Wan should have walked out of the tree right now.
Bitch, what do you think you're doing? I started a new rap album and you haven't heard that shit? I'm back.
You didn't see my ass since Hoth. What the hell?
Blap. He talked to him on Dagobah.
I know, I'm just talking shit.
Skywalker, missed you, have I?
Maybe it was just a realization from Yoda that was like, he finally gets it. Yoda, for how knowledgeable and wise we take Yoda as, he finally something clicked. We were fucking up. All of this bullshit, this Jedi library that you were setting your lives up against and everything, it's bullshit. It really is. Satan, sacred Jedi text.
The Satan Jedi Wex.
The Satan Frex. But and I think that might be a realization from Yoda. Like, learn from my mistakes. I fucked up. We all fucked up. We were wrapped up in this thing. And unfortunately, we taught you. So you fucked up as well.
Yeah, it's 1,000,000%.
So do not fuck Rey up. was the thing. Did you milk her already? I told you not to.
In front of your...
You impregnated that poor girl. What have you been thinking? No, it's cool to think like it takes... So like Yoda's lived his life by that.
It takes generations.
It takes generations for that to go away. So even when like he fucked up at Revenge of the Sith, he realizes that. When he comes back to train Luke 20 years later... It's a little bit better, but he's still holding on to some of that bullshit that he had when he was a Jedi, right? That messed up. Kylo Ren was with the First Order and everything, so now he's realizing, gradually, like it takes time to shed that skin of all that old bullshit that you used to live your life by.
But maybe that's the full spectrum of it. And I'm going along with exactly what you said, but it takes Yoda living
that does not look like that doesn't look like Yoda. It looks like they squished his head by 50%. I don't want to be critical, but that does not look like what Yoda looks like in episodes 5 and 6, and you can fucking die. So.
I completely agree, but it's Star Wars. I'm fine with it. There's worse.
Fine with it.
No, I think it might take Yoda living and dying his entirety, and then Luke living and dying, and then them like going back and talking to each other and saying, "This is what I've been through. This is what you've been through. You learned from me. We both fucked up the exact same. We need to talk to each other."
Yeah.
It takes a couple generations.
Yeah, it takes a while for that to die away.
But there exists
respect the whammon.
Respect those whammon. Oh shit.
Once we're done, the Resistance will give you whatever you want.
What you got the buzzer-wise? Are you kidding me? Look at us. Is that Haitian smelt? That's something. No, we gave you a word. You're gonna get paid. That should be.
Well, now I want to know about the history of Hacia, whatever the fuck that is.
You're gonna get paid.
No doing. Okay,
bitch, Resistance money ain't worth a lot anymore. You better listen up. Who's what?
Resistance credits are no good here. I need something more real.
Only schmelt. What does he say?
You have no idea how much that medallion means to her. Why are you ransacking your own ship?
It's like, motherfucker, obviously.
He says,
we? What?
Yeah, I got that.
We stole it. At least you're stealing from the bad guys.
This is one of the greatest conversations of all time.
Yeah.
Not only does it open Finn's mind, but it's a realization for the watchers, the viewers.
Well, except for the fact that like some viewers see this and forget about this fucking scene.
Made his bank selling weapons to the bad guys.
You buy and sell these motherfuckers.
That's the problem I have with like people that
Finn, let me learn you something big.
It's only a machine.
It's all a machine, partner.
Don't join. That's what his name stands for. DJ.
Oh.
Yep. DJ. Don't join. So, like, I understand if you don't like the movie, I get that. That's part of it. But there's a lot of deeper shit in this movie that you may not realize in the first or second viewing that plays a part.
And their fuel reserve?
Like we were just talking earlier, like the fact that Rose says some bullshit about military propaganda and war profiteering and everything, like that's her point of view. And then you get DJ here that drops some knowledge about like that's on every side of things. Like that's just how the fucking galaxy works. So that kind of balances the shit out.
You've told us nothing.
But people seem to fucking forget about that.
That we have a plan.
I
hate this.
I absolutely hate it too.
I just hate that delivery of all that.
When you can see it.
We'll never make it through the
Poe's up there like, I'm so upset I'm about to kill you. She's like, when I served with Leia, she said this line. Remember the quote and listen to what I say. Like, Jesus Christ, woman.
We're all gonna die. Here's a sonnet.
The resistance is doomed. Listen to my poem. This is what's happening.
Is that
But I love seeing this like reaction, this emotion from Poe.
those transport ships are unarmed, unshielded. We abandon this cruiser, we're done. We don't stand a chance. No, you are not just a coward, you are a traitor.
Her hair should change color depending on her emotion.
Like Dryden Voss in Solo. Yeah.
It should.
Yeah. This motherfucker's just drinking some Starbucks. Like, calm down.
We're on our way back to the fleet. We're so close. Did you find the master code breaker?
Well, we found a code breaker.
You know what's funny is if they actually
threw him in prison, why would they not take his communicator?
All right,
hurry. You know what's funny is she just put the sacred texts away.
Jedi texts.
You jump back out of range.
What are you gonna say?
I wholeheartedly hope Chewbacca dies in 9. We've talked about it.
I don't hope he dies.
We won't get into it. He needs to die.
Listen, I don't hope he dies.
Up. I'm bringing my vibrator for the long trip.
I'll be in hyperspace for like 3 weeks. I'm bored as hell.
3 weeks.
Those scenes of them dropping out
here.
of
Gone.
I love that. Chewie just like pops, eject, get the fuck out. So great.
That also, Snoke's ship is one of the most badass ships. It's like the Super Star Destroyer.
It's so sweet. Yeah, they're cool. It's cool that they made it like a horizontal, like a big bomber or something.
It's like a wing. I
love this shot. What up, bitch? I'm glad you're finally here.
We got mashed potatoes. Don't mind if I do.
Green peas and greens, bitch.
Hope you ain't keto. We got mac and cheese.
Cloaking our approach, we should be off their scopes. Then
I do love this. You're feeling it. Whoop. And this fits so well with the technology
this
of
is like
it.
the style of Star Wars, though.
Yep,
It's like
the technology of it.
1000% great.
Perfect.
I love DJ.
How does she not know her own 40-person crew? A hero of the galaxy and who?
She also didn't say the Whammon's name. That's fucking offensive. I'm personally triggered.
The fact that she's a Whammon, I'm offensive.
A man and a something are doing what? Come on, Holdo. You're being fucking taken down. Mutiny because you're an offensive.
First of all, could you imagine
patriarchy.
if he actually shot and killed them? Dude, that's what I need in Star Wars.
Going to the bridge. If they move,
That's what I need.
Instead, we have this fucking laundry scene. No, if Poe was that fucking upset, I feel like, yeah. If you're going to mutiny, you may as well kill them.
And make a plan.
Because if you're not right, you're in jail forever. Oh. Sorry.
This is fucked. We are dead.
I really wish that he was actually Kylo's droid or something.
Oh, look. Driving
BB-8's that one that gets everybody caught.
It's driving trash can.
You should have sent him like somewhere else in the ship to find a transport.
I love that transition.
Yeah, it's
like they're that close.
Man.
Like they're that close, and they don't even realize it.
I love that about this movie.
To do this. I feel
I hate that line though.
It's tearing you apart. Ben, when we touched hands, I saw your future.
I think you saw something else. Not my future. My
doobie.
down unders. Solid. What else did you say? Throbbing. What was the other word? It was moist.
Saw you without a bra.
Braless. In the shower. Got me excited.
You'll stand with me. Right?
They were ugly. You turned out really well.
They own a strip club in Vegas. They're trashy as fuck.
They're trashy.
You're way hotter. Oh, god damn. It's Hugh Hefner.
Here we go. Hugh, I got another Playboy bunny.
My good and faithful apprentice.
Well done, my good and faithful apprentice.
So she has like which is it works so well, but it's like an ignorant good side. Like she has no it's a naive good side.
Like Luke, yeah.
You have no clue. I am so strong because I'm light side. And they're like, bitch, you haven't even lived through anything. Who are you?
You've had no challenges whatsoever.
A scavenger.
Well, she has, but Luke hasn't.
What have you done?
No, it's kind of like Luke.
You've cleaned parts. Sell it, get a new haircut.
I love that. God, everything that happens with DJ in this entire movie, I love. But there we go. That's Rose's theme for the 7th time. We're going to hear it 18 more times before the movie's over. That's what drives me nuts.
They're 1 mile away. I know where the nearest escape pods are. It's a 40-minute walk.
They're in a different ship. We got to take a transport over there.
Gotta get our tickets. Might as well get a 1-week ticket. They're cheaper.
Clear the bridge. Escort the officers down to the hangar.
Commander, Captain Dameron.
Yeah, we spoke.
Sir, I am almost afraid to ask.
Good instinct, 3PO. Go with that.
I do not like that second in command lady. She looks like a fucking professor in Harry Potter.
Even okay, I keep fucking up thinking it's Leia's actual daughter in Star Wars, but it's Carrie Fisher's daughter. No, I know, but I keep referring to her as that and start thinking about that. Like, why would Leia's daughter be defending Poe?
It's not Leia's daughter because that would be
I realize
Kylo Ren's sister, which would be real fucked up.
Now or never.
And then the Legends fans would be super mad.
Why does he have a sister?
They were just blatantly like, oh yeah, it's just Jaina and Jason Solo.
Could you imagine? What if Rey becomes Jaina?
Not the worst thing I've ever heard.
She wouldn't be a Skywalker. She would be a Solo.
What if Han fucked around with Kira 20 years after the fact, and that's who Rey's?
Hey, good for him. Kira's hot.
True.
He didn't make it. BB-8.
You fucking white and orange bitch.
FN 2187.
They should torture the fuck out of him.
They didn't make it.
Did Leia just do that with her mind? First of all, think about it. Did Leia just do that with her mind?
It'd be sweet if she did, but I doubt it.
Bitch, I tried to teach you a lesson. You took over the fucking thing. Blah.
Also, I fucking cracked up at this in the theater and everybody else was silent. And I felt super awkward. I thought that was hilarious. Especially that it was like the blue ring, like the stun thing from episode 4.
The first thing you see.
Yeah, it was.
Wow.
I thought it was fucking hilarious. Everyone's like, the fuck you laughing at, bitch?
That one's a troublemaker.
This is... They forced this. They forced it, and it makes me.
For the transports to escape,
Why?
someone needs
Leave a droid behind.
to pilot the cruiser.
No joke.
Send a droid.
Send a G.
Should have listened to fucking Trade Federation, bitches.
Send the dude with the backpack. Jesus Christ. Well, who was anything? What else happened?
Send Poe. He just tried to mutiny. Fucking kill him off and help him out.
He was supposed to die in episode 7 anyways.
You know I've said it enough.
The Force has never been with you. You see your hair, dude? Jesus Christ. The Force would make it look a lot better than that.
You've been on a constant strain of disappointment and death since you were born. I feel so bad for Leia sometimes. Like, you've been constantly you were born out of your mom dying. You're adopted. Everyone dies. Your dad tried to abduct and kill you. Your government failed.
Your brother tried to bang
Everyone
you.
is constantly dying. Luke was trying to make a child with you. Like, it's been terrible from day one.
Your half husband was killed by your son.
And then Ben Kira had Ben Solo.
So much strength.
And the light to meet it.
Rises.
Dude,
all right,
I
shut
don't
the
care.
fuck up.
Okay, done.
I warned my young apprentice that as he grew stronger, his equal in
That pisses me off.
rise.
Presumed.
Skywalker, I assumed. Wrongly.
So
I may not make a peep with the Snoke scenes. Like,
okay, I know. But right now, stop. When she does her battle scream,
Guaranteed.
that gives me chills. I fucking love it.
It makes me die.
It will be your downfall.
Dude, you bit your cheek so much. What the fuck happened? You gotta hold out on the quesadillas.
He's been way too much wacky tobacco. His cheek has a hole in it.
Young fool. It was I.
This is that, like,
that look.
He doesn't look shocked. Like, do you know what's happening?
So my take of that is like, that was you. I was thinking it was you, but he didn't want to give it.
And now I'm about to cut your bitch ass in half.
But it's the same thing. Like, you shocked me, like that hurt. But also, don't fucking do that again. I'm letting you shock me.
That's why I like the fact that it's made with that
question mark.
That exactly. That question mark. It's like, yeah.
No.
That is so crazy to see.
Yep.
That is so
Stop.
fucking intense to see in Star Wars.
He's probably been there. That's why he's shaking.
That's yeah. That is like, oh my god, that's so intense.
No, I agree. Completely.
That's
But I don't agree with Luke. The way they portrayed him.
Why is he old?
And my ice cream melts when it's hot outside.
Force should have kept him young forever.
The mineral planet. I don't remember her saying that.
I hate this character.
An uncharted hideout from the days of the rebellion.
You're like assistant to Professor McGonagall in Harry Potter. Please stop.
No, she's perfect. I love it. The First Order. Do you have any tobacco? Sorry, Carrie Fisher.
Please don't talk shit about Carrie Fisher.
It's all under the sun, bro.
What does that mean?
It means I can make fun of anything.
It's all
Come
under
on.
the suns.
That could work. There's hair.
That's what we should name the podcast.
I stripped for 20 years.
Let's rename the podcast. Under the Suns.
Try again. When is it tomorrow when you got 2 sons? Is that a great question?
I'm refused.
Is it today or tomorrow?
I acknowledge that. I don't.
Well, it's been light for 1,000 years.
I love this little theme for the First Order. The march. So sweet. It reminds me of the droid march and the Order 66 march. Yeah.
They're so much more industrial than the Empire. Like, the Empire started it and they like perfected it.
It was like, 1000% Apple.
It is pretty much.
He's like, what was that, little bitch?
It took her a while to say anything. I didn't do anything, actually. A lot of nudie mags. You snake. Everyone's a snake.
Murder a snake is fine. lion snake. That was embarrassing.
We got caught.
4,000 porno mags.
I cut a deal. Wait. Cut a deal with what?
So we checked on the information from the thief.
Why don't you just run to the cloak and scan anyways?
Sure enough, 30 resistance transport.
What if people try to cloak?
I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on that. Like, how would you know? There's so many scans you could do.
Our weapons are ready.
I don't know.
Like you would just do all the scans at once.
No, I completely agree. But would it overload the fucking 1970s computer?
Make a better computer so you can do all the scans at once.
Well, it would take thousands of years, clearly.
It's okay, because I say wonders never cease all the time. So
this is epic.
Yes,
I feel like the resistance is finally losing.
Yep.
For the first time ever.
Yep.
Admiral, we're taking fire. Do we turn around?
I hate that.
Too far out. Full speed to planet fall. Full speed.
Oh, she fucking screams right here. I might get hard as hell.
I did not expect Skywalker to be so wise.
I don't know if everybody like 100% realizes what just happened. Like he literally sucked the information out of Rey. Like he knows exactly where Luke is right now.
And obliterate the entire island. Such spunk. Look here now.
There's only one thing to look at. Why did it take you so long to look? Oh, there's up, down, left, right, and oh, look in the center.
BA, slug, start.
Soon they will all be gone. For you.
I love the scream.
Dude. Seeing that as like a trailer was like, what the fuck is happening?
Spit of hope. You have the spirit of a
Just a finger. Whoop. Bitch. This is his
And because of that, you must die.
He's not even moving for that.
My worthy apprentice.
heir apparent.
Heir apparent to Lord Vader. Where there was conflict, I now sense resolve. Where there was weakness, strength. Complete your training and fulfill your destiny.
Ben, you don't have to do this. I'll suck you off later.
I know what
I'll make the honeymoon worthwhile. You don't understand. Blowjobs on Jakku are insane.
I cannot be betrayed. I cannot be beaten. I see his
I love this.
I see.
It's like he's smoke-clouded Snoke. Like he just, in his own mind, he's just like filling ideas for Snoke.
Lightsaber to strike true. And now, foolish child, he ignites it and kills his true enemy.
Damn.
No, that is, people will get pissed, but that's perfect.
It's so badass.
I'm so happy with it.
And he flings it back and she grabs it. Oh my God, dude.
And she's realizing like we both need to get out of this together.
Like, oh shit. Okay, we got this.
Because these fuckers aren't fake.
All right, stop
these
talking.
must be force sensitive.
Stop. Be quiet.
Are we assuming they're force sensitive?
No.
I would.
No, I think it's confirmed that they're not force sensitive.
They're just that good.
But their armor is slightly resistant to lightsabers in certain things. Like if it glances off, it's deflective. But if you like stab them or like cut right into them, then it will
kind of like Batman.
Take it easy,
What?
They blow you up today, you blow them up tomorrow.
We mauled by a cat. It was a dog. It was a big dog. Anything but a straight stab.
Maybe.
Maybe.
What is it caught on? I'm kind of confused, honestly.
It's like stuck to that thing.
And she throws it and burns the whole first order down.
Here's the scream that you're fucking jizzing about.
That's what I'm fucking talking about.
Come on, man.
That's what I'm fucking talking about.
This little flip right there. Ooh. Oh my god, dude.
Kylo's so reckless. No, it's just his style, but it's always like and I'm not saying gay, but it's flamboyant and it's like crazy outside.
It's this part right here. He's like, that was, oh god, I wish I could pause this. It was just so cool to see him looking forward, but sensing what's going on behind him.
Right here. Kylo does something crazy here.
Like he seems so much more controlled than Rey.
Moves out of the way.
Like he's a reckless fighter, but he knows what's happening. Like he's handling it, and Rey seems. Yep.
Like I'll fuck you up with your own shit, bro. Wait.
Oh,
I'm trying.
Never mind. My bad.
Yeah, that's a plot hole. That sucks. That means nothing.
It's fine. She just
cool.
Right
Like, here. Perfect. Right here. Like together we can rule the galaxy. Dude, that's the whole fucking point of this. Together we can do whatever the fuck we want. Like alone I can control Hux. That's what the point is right here. Together they can do all. Fuck Luke, fuck Yoda, fuck Hux, fuck Snoke. This is it. This is it.
I wish.
This is it.
Nope.
It's time to let old things
This was it.
I wish. Dude, tell me about it. I wish that she would have been like, you know what? I've had a pretty fucking shitty existence my entire life. Let's try this out.
What kind of apartment you guys have?
I know I only saw you like 2 days ago, but like, let's yeah. What kind of benefits you guys got here on the First Order?
The only rules are keep your shirt on, bitch.
Full fucking health insurance.
Order to the galaxy.
Don't do this, Ben.
Oh.
Please don't go this way.
No, you're still holding on. Let go. Do you want to know the truth about your parents? Or have you always known? You just hidden it away.
I still don't believe it.
You know the truth.
I wish he yelled right here. Say it.
Say it.
Like the Joker.
Yeah. No, exactly.
In Dark Knight. Yeah.
Say it. Say it.
Look at me.
They were nobody.
They're filthy junk traders who sold you off for drinking money. The dead in a pauper's grave in the Jakku Desert.
All right.
You have no place in this story.
Not
you come from
to pull away from ourselves, but that little kid that watches this stuff and it's his own like commentary or reaction. He's like, but that's what makes her so strong. I'm like, that blows my mind. Like
the little kids know way more than we ever will.
But that's it. Like she's not a part of anything, and that's what makes her so strong. She's not pulled one way or the other. Like she's a pure Force user.
I agree.
And Luke tries to talk to her, and it doesn't really quite work. She learns a little bit. Kylo tries to talk to her. She uses it, learns a little bit. She's the most pure thing.
No, I agree. Yeah, I love that about Rey. I think that's very, very new and very unique for her character.
We're done.
We had so many beers in the show. Thanks a lot, Ryan Johnson, for making the longest Star Wars movie of all time.
Preparing to jump to light speed.
I'd have 47 beers during this.
They're just trying to pull our attention away. Pathetic. Keep your fire on the transports.
This is the most epic thing that's ever happened in Star Wars. I said it.
I was going to say it. I don't know if I agree with that, but it's pretty fucking sweet.
No, it's not just this, but it's the light speed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is this with the light speed?
It's
like
all this kind of culminating at the same time, yeah.
And he's pissed that it's equal right here.
Well, he finally got that fucking lightsaber he was looking for so long.
And to destroy it.
She yanked it away from him in the last episode. Yeah, I feel like we need a big gap between episode 8 and 9. Come on, Executioner. Why don't you just say yes?
On my command.
Do it. You ready? Do it.
running away.
This made me tear up, and it might still.
Yeah.
Execute.
Fire on that cruiser!
I wonder what kind of energy is released there, like dark side. There's that scream again.
Yeah. Perfect.
Execute.
Dude. Ugh. I love the fact that you see it from that far away in that first shot. That's so crazy, man. It's so great. It's so great. Any single complaint about why did they never do that before, you can go and head and crawl inside your grave and die because, like, they just fucking thought about it for the first time. It's great.
But to be fair, like, the fact that it hasn't before happened is the movies before's fault.
Yeah, they didn't fucking think about it. They're dumbasses.
Why did they just start it now?
Can we copy strike the First Order?
All right, I actually hate this.
1000% cringe. Even they're cringing. Like, Ryan, what the fuck did just happen?
How's this written in?
I love that. No fucks given.
Let's go, Chrome Drome.
You're a bug in the system.
I love the march towards him. Just fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.
Like she would have won.
Come on!
She does win.
She's winning the entire time. And then, oh, I forgot there was an elevator there.
Boop, 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 boop.
Perfect. Amazing.
Perfect.
I get it because it's Rebels and Rebels win, but
no, I'm okay with that. I'm really okay with it. He should have lost that, and he did, but he was lucky.
Yeah.
He was lucky. But this is the cool thing. Right here. So that's symbolism.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Because everybody's shielded. Everybody has helmets on. He was a stormtrooper. So the thing is, what they're saying there is, like, there's humans behind the stormtrooper helmet.
Yeah.
He was able to get away. But, like, when he came back and was going against the First Order, that's what happened. Like, he smacked Phasma's helmet off, or in half. But the evil thing isn't the helmet. The good thing isn't the helmet. It's the people behind it. That's the crazy shit, though. That's the evil shit, is the person behind it. Like, that was the thing.
I understand. I feel like your explanation is
perfect.
It's making me laugh. It's taking a long time. I know what you mean, though. It's so crazy that Hux was about to, like, okay, I'm gonna kill this fuck. Take control of everything.
Technically, she didn't. You lied.
That part's true.
She took Snoke's escape.
Wait, what escape craft?
We know where she's going.
The escape craft was the Falcon?
All our forces down to that resistance.
Because that's the next time we see her. The escape craft was the Falcon? Because that's the next time we see her. She took.
My army. Our supreme leader is dead. We have
Oh, dude, how big of a boner did you get in the fucking theater for that? That's Darth Vader right there. God damn it!
Shut the fuck up.
Are you fucking serious? That's Darth Vader reincarnate.
long live the
No,
Stop
so like
talking shit.
Plot hole was not plot hole, but like she obviously Snoke had like a cruiser or something like right there in his throne room. She took that and went and met Chewie in the Falcon. That's the whole thing. Same way that Finn and Rose are grabbing a Imperial shuttle and meeting them on, well, not meeting them. They're crashing in the fucking door. But what if they shut the door 5 seconds earlier and you guys crashed right into the fucking front of it and died? That would have actually been great.
She knew.
I actually wish that would have happened. Even Leia has a gun right now.
That's hilarious.
The situation is that serious.
Finn?
Rose!
Oh.
Where's my droid?
That's how I feel every time I come home to Jackson.
I'm so glad to see you.
Except he doesn't tell me all the mischief that my wife's been into in the meantime. Yeah, she was crazy. She was trying to fucking start a revolution over here in Canto Bay, the casino and everything. The horses, they broke out. You guys owe $1 million in repairs.
All right, shields are up, so they can't hit us from orbit. Use whatever power we've got left.
It's 7.
Use
the number 7. Everyone knows that.
Now or never.
Rose, what do you got?
Brought munitions.
Rose,
Nothing.
how hammered are you? Did you bring any booze? We're all about to die. I need to be drunk for this.
The gas door holds long enough for us to get help.
I think they've sworn more in this movie than any other Star Wars movie.
Big ass store.
He says damn and hell and ass and fuck and shit all the
He
time.
does not. Holy shit.
A what now?
It's like a one big electronic dildo.
Listen, he says weaponized Death Star tech. Some people complain about that because they're assholes and think everything has to relate to the original trilogy. I think that is fucking awesome.
No, because
it's weaponized Death Star tech. Like what it took to build the Death Star was so fucking intense that has like, it's like the iPhone. Everything that went into making the fucking iPhone has influenced every smartphone that's ever been since that fucking time happened.
But it's prototype technologies. Like built one thing and it blew up. So they're like, do we still have this technology? And they built small things like that. Weaponized.
Make a laser that's like 10% the size, yeah. And drag it across the ground and blow some fucking bases open. I'm hammered.
Did you realize none of these guns are going to matter? And fuck you, Gareth Edwards, or whoever this shit's here. Oh, look.
This goddamn Gondor fucking general right now.
Salt. Ground forces incoming.
Motherfucker, I don't have salt in my movie. What the hell's going on?
Bitch, I'm gluten.
This is a free-range movie, organic.
Free-range movie.
Also, why, if we're going to pick things apart for no reason because we're Star Wars fans and that's what you do, why did they land the First Order walkers and everything so far away?
Why didn't they just clear it out with TIE fighters? Clear out everything and then send the shits on.
Do they have another dreadnought? Why don't they just pull up the dreadnought and shoot the fucking giant cannon at the door, blow the fucking shit out of the thing? I just swore a whole lot. I'm very sorry if you guys have. See, he's so pissed about it. I'm sorry if you guys have children.
So I understand and I get this, and this is like their last brouhaha. But why put your #1 pilot in a pile of shit like that? You're basically sacrificing your #1 dude. But also, Schmelty and shit.
Haitian smelt. What if you should? DJ came back. He's like, Haitian smelt, invincible. Nah, it's probably like, let's make sure Poe is actually worth his weight in Haitian smelt. Make sure he can do what he promises to do.
We hold until we clear them.
No, the resistance is in that mine. Push through.
Fighters, break off!
Yeah.
TIE fighter helmets are so... TIE fighter pilot helmets
No, TIE Fighter pilots are fucking awesome. I don't know. I go back and forth on like, you guys are in shitty ass speeders that have
sound, dude.
That sound was great. Dude, what are the things that Star Wars movies have been nominated for since day one? Score, sound design, special effects, all that kind of shit. It's always perfect. Yeah.
And then
great.
they fucking zoom.
Sometimes I just feel that was like a one shot. That was like one of those like fucking. I actually never noticed that before. Wow. Ray's killing it. That was one of those like I said Ray. Calm down.
Chewie.
Hammered ass. Porga over here is killing it.
You gotta give the Porg a name.
That was one of those
Larry.
Turgis.
I like this.
Turbis. Arbus? Service?
Cerberus.
Cerberus. Skynet. That was one of those God, he's so mad. I was gonna keep talking, but he's so fucking pissed. I love it. God, he's just imagine the memories that are coming back to him.
You know what? You know the things they could do with the dark side is if he started like toying with.
I feel like he could have grabbed the Falcon out of the sky and threw it on the ground.
No. She's too strong. Ray is piloting.
Ray.
No, Ray's piloting it.
No, she's not. Chewie's piloting it.
They're too strong. But like if Kylo started fucking with like Poe's mind and started planting seeds and fucking with them and giving him the ideas and shit, dude, that would change everything. Fuck you, and this we're not doing anything. Like that could have been the whole anarchy thing.
Yeah, it's interesting to like have somebody like start to infect people's minds.
Oh my god, plant thoughts, because that's what we're getting into. Is the core of Star Wars is there's evil people and there's good people, and you can change them back and forth, and that's what it is. And we're going to take off the masks, and you know what's behind that mask? A human fucking being.
Yeah, and sometimes you're on the same side. And sometimes you think you're on the good side and shit's fucked up. Or vice versa. Yeah, it'd be cool. It'd be cool to see.
Cannon's opening. This is our chance. All firepower on those speeders.
Concentrate all fire on the speeders.
Dude, Kylo's ship, we talk about how I want to fucking jizz on it because it's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I haven't been late in years. Oh, Leia.
It's like, oh, sorry. I'm going to take care of that before I take off.
We can't die. I've been late in years.
They're picking us all up. We're not going to make it.
All right, make my final approach.
It's sad that Poe has to realize this now. Like every operation you've ever done, everyone's fucking died.
No, I'm almost there. Retreat, Finn. That's an order.
Also, you guys were accurate as hell 5 seconds ago. There's only one left. Concentrate all firepower on that cruiser. Come on, man.
I won't let them win.
So my big issue is he was so close.
Yeah, let's think about Finn's character arc, where he comes from, what he's heading for. I think there's potential to have him kind of complete himself in 9, but I also think that it would have been really great. They could have done it right to have him end here in episode 8.
Like, lose a bad guy, lose a good guy. We could have lost Snoke and lost Finn.
We've lost way more good guys than that, though.
Well, I guess.
But you could have lost.
Luke dies.
No, I'm just talking about.
Yeah,
he does. Saw like 14 speeders get taken down, but you could have also Order 66 music. Let's talk about John Williams being a fucking G. But you could have lost Finn right here and potentially destroyed that gun and not cracked open the base.
Whoa. First of all, Cruella DeVille, yes.
That was fucking
he
cringy.
actually like reacts like he was just shocked.
Yeah, see, that's one thing I hate about the movies. We were talking about way earlier when Paige sees the transmitter fall obviously below her and then grabs it. It's the same thing there. You see Finn like react to, and then 3 seconds later gets like plowed in by Rose. It's kind
He
of
gets
annoying.
plowed by Rose?
Yep.
I missed that scene.
Rose is doing the plowing in this situation.
I was almost there.
Look at her.
I was plowing
She's
you.
in fucking plow mode.
Just got done plowing.
Just got done plowing you, dummy.
You were a row of corn, and I plowed you.
That's how we're gonna win. Not by fighting what we hate, but plowing who we love.
By plowing who we love. Think of how long that run back.
Dude, oh my God. You just saw your base get fucking broken into.
And you're about
you
to be
can't
stepped on.
react to it because you're staring at goddamn Rose Tico.
No, I don't
here.
like this. I don't like this. They're 10 feet away from being stepped on, and they're like, hey, I love you. And you're like, bitch, we're about to be stepped on by AT Scronomanus.
That's
like,
how-
what the fuck are you talking
That's how we're
about?
gonna live. Not by using actual military strategy, but by me crashing into people that I care about.
They've heard.
I see your point with my nose.
But no one's coming.
I'm sorry. That was very-
Wingardium Leviosa.
Passed out. That was so nerdy. Here we go, Luke. Luke. From here on out, it's pretty epic.
No, it is. Yeah. It's just
The spark.
Jesus. Stop saying it, Leah. Please stop. I can't handle it. I can't hear Spark one more time. Spark. No, for Finn and Rose, it's not their relationship. It's not the fact that like Finn and Rose meet and Rose has a part to play in his journey towards coming back. It's just how it's done here. But that's over with, and now it's time to watch Luke be a fucking G. What up, bitch? I'm back. I ain't seen your ass
I know
in
you
years.
missed my kissings. I love it.
Now that Han's out of the picture, we can really get down to business.
I know. Change.
I changed my hair.
See, that's comedy I like.
I love
Like, that makes so much sense. Oh, it looks good.
Leia.
That first, second, third, and fourth kiss. I didn't mean it.
I didn't mean it, girl.
Even after we found out and we kissed more. I don't
Weird
know.
thing is, after Ben told me I wanted to kiss you even more.
I came to face him, Leia. And I can't save him.
What if he's Kylo's father?
I held out hope.
I'm just going to keep making stuff up until the movie's over.
No one's ever really gone.
That's not true. Sidious was gone. Sidious was gone as fuck.
What if he showed up as a ghost, a force ghost right there, like, and just hat cackled, vaping in the background.
Bitch, you ain't got no clue. I miss the taste of that forehead. You know what I'm
Oh, God. Lavender, you lavender son of a bitch. I like it.
Master Luke.
You didn't make out with C-3PO right there. Oh my.
What is this?
Why is everyone white?
Soundtrack.
Pissed.
This Luke's?
That's an epic shot. I don't care what you have to say. Complain about complain about the script. Complain about what happened to Luke. Complain about Leia.
Look at that blood.
You can
murder,
do it
and
all
bath.
you want. Look at the cinematography in this fucking movie. You can't complain about it. Look at the shots. Look at the scenes. Look at the lighting. Look at this goddamn shit, dude. You can't complain about it. Look at that. That's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. If I have a kid, he won't be that beautiful.
I want.
Probably not. Unless it's Kylo Ren.
Weird shaped head.
Do it.
Do it. Man, you really see Kylo unhinged.
And they're all like, who the fuck is doing that? Sorry, I forced my son to eat green beans when he was 6, so he turned to the dark side.
Dude, he's
Snoke offered him zebra
unhinged.
cakes, so I didn't know what to do.
He had one meal that wasn't gluten-free. I lost control of him.
Ready to get moving. We can finish this.
I love that shot. I love that you can see like the cockpit of his shuttle. It's awesome.
No, it was cosmic brownies that turned our son to the dark side.
It was Twinkies that turned our son.
Dude, he walks the fuck out like, bitch, try again. He's like, oh my God.
I love Kylo's reaction right here. Dude, Adam Driver can have my children.
Keep the door covered.
He was like, it was a half laugh. He's like, I should have known. I should have known. Right away.
Right away, sir.
Got some Vader like, please discontinue everything that's happening.
Discontinue.
I honestly do think, I've said it before, after playing X-Wing and after seeing various movies, I think that's my favorite ship in all of Star Wars. Is Kylo Ren's shuttle, no doubt.
It's interesting because it's so opposite of like the Falcon.
Looks like a fucking Batman
flat
vehicle.
pancake, and then everything folds, and it's so dark and shifty.
It's cool that it's a new version of the shuttle. Like, I'd be curious to know if like maybe Kylo Ren made his black because he's a badass, but like there was other shuttles that were the same.
Takes his shit off and then gets ready.
Give me to save my soul.
Look at his face turning
Dude,
black.
I was actually just going to say that. Like, it looks like when you're turning Darkseid in KOTOR, like his face is starting to melt off of his fucking skull. Dude! Tell me about how that's the most badass thing you've ever seen.
I don't get it. I love the hum.
He's doing this for a reason.
I'm figuring out my character plot.
He's stalling. So
We need to try harder.
I'm becoming a commander. This is part of my test.
No. We are the spark that'll light the fire. That
Oh, Jesus. Come on. Dude, please.
Skywalker's doing this so we can survive.
There's got to be a way out of this mine. Hell, how did he get in here?
Sir, it is possible that a natural...
It is possible that he is a hologram and not a real person.
You should have said that.
that the odds of finding an exit are 15,428
Shut up!
to 1.
I wonder how offended Anthony Daniels is.
Come on.
No one's ever told him to shut up, ever.
Shut up!
They've grabbed his mouth and they've said, shut him down. But no one's ever been like, shut the fuck up, dude.
Where'd the crystal critters go?
Sorry. Someone said crystal critters. I'm triggered.
Follow me.
What are you looking at me for? Follow him.
I have a feeling what's going to happen in 9 is Rey and Leia are going to have to go off by themselves. And they're going to figure shit out. And Poe is going to be the commander. He's going to be left to lead the resistance.
Yep.
He'll become fucking General
Leia. What she used to be back in the day.
Yeah. What's his last name? Poe?
Dameron. Poe Dameron.
Poe Dameron. So he'd be General Dameron.
General Dam.
All we gotta do is yell Spark 3 times, and then Beetlejuice will come out.
No.
Spark, 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 spark.
Spark.
Blop.
No!
He's pissed.
Lifting rocks.
Lifting rocks.
You got it.
Oh, that fucking... Like the difference between the hums.
Yeah. His is so unstable. Ugh. I love how he holds his too. It's so like sporadic. Like sometimes it's
out of
forward,
control.
Sometimes it's backwards like Ahsoka. Like it's like sometimes he feels so measured and precise, and sometimes it's like
He's a wildling.
He can't hold his anger back, and he's just out of control.
What a fucking psycho.
That should have been your cue, you savage.
What did he say?
I failed you, Ben. I'm sorry. I'm sure you are, Dad.
The war is over.
And when
Kylo Ren's lightsaber should be disappearing and reappearing over and over because of the sci-fi is so bad. The effects, it should blink in and out. Like in episode 4 where Ben's just disappears for half the fucking scene and whoop, 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 whoop. So
I don't know what you just tried to say for the past 30 seconds.
It's just beginning. And I will not be the last Jedi.
Well, you changed your mind real fucking quick, Luke.
You guys better get the fuck out. This shit's heavy. Go, 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 go. I ain't waiting for you, funkies.
It's cool. It's like she almost didn't
think she could do it.
Yeah, she didn't like believe that it was actually possible.
Neither did the fanboys because they're pissed. How does she lift so many rocks? She wasn't trained to lift 30 rocks. She was only animals. Oh my God.
I calculated it. She should have only been able to lift 22.
I'll destroy her and you and all of it.
No. Strike me down in anger and I'll always be with you. Just like your father.
I wonder,
dude, it's incredible that he didn't know Han was dead. But now that he's tapped back into the Force, he knows that like Han is haunting him right now. Dude.
Salt. Too much salt.
I wish I could rewind to that scene where he ignites his lightsaber. I love Kylo Ren so much.
He's trying to kill his past and he can't. His past is unkillable. Luke's on God mode.
Luke's like, what are you fucking trying to do, bitch?
Luke's got God mode on. He can't fucking die. It's unbeatable.
1000% invincibility. Dude, this was like the mind fuck of the movie theater. Oh my God.
See you around, bitch.
See you around, kid.
I feel like we didn't particularly accent that as much as we should have because we've seen it so many times. But like,
that's it. That's it.
One of the coolest fucking moments in Star Wars. And the way that he snaps out of it right there was crazy too. And then Luke is just like, that took so much effort. You've been cut off from the Force for how many years? 10 years, if not more. And then you come back, you realize your sister's in danger, and then you force project yourself onto a world for like a half hour. Like that took so much fucking energy.
You have to think that he must have been on what's the planet's name?
Octo.
No. Salt
Crate?
Planet. Crate. You must have think he should have been on Crate at some point.
He was. It's in the comics.
Well,
they talk about where like that resistance, not the resistance, when it was an actual Rebel Alliance base. They were there. He fought a stormtrooper that had a lightsaber. It was cringy. But he's been there. But even if he wasn't, like if he knew where Leia was, he could still be there by projection. As long as he knows where somebody is. I love that. I don't know how you can be like a super diehard original trilogy fan and see this scene and not get emotional about it. It's the Twin Sunsets. Like, I've never been a big fan of Luke, but he kills it in this movie. And if your whole boner is about him and the twin sons from Tatooine, like you just completed the perfect Jedi trilogy that you ever could think of.
How did Luke die? Like a fucking bottle of Axe body spray in the wind, bro. Well, throwback to fucking Anakin marching in.
Yeah.
And he holds back. He's like, bitch, no one comes in here.
I love Hux's look. Is like, dude, we got to do something about this guy. He's going to be the death of all of us.
See, that's the link between him and Rey is fucking on. He had to have had a fucking... He had to have had a child out of wedlock.
Yeah, because that's when he picks up the fucking dice, man.
Or maybe it was Leia. Maybe it was no, because Kira gave him those dice, right?
They were Han's dice. Kira gave them back to him. But they were always Han's dice. But like, why is that the thing that makes
it
him
back.
see
Spark
Rey right there?
Yeah, spark.
Oh man, I got a few thoughts we'll talk about when the credits pop up.
Looks good.
It's the same fucking antenna.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Poe.
Wanna bang?
I know.
You just left a bunch of rocks. You're strong as hell.
These mean nothing. Here we go.
Bunch of old Lord of the Rings novels. I'm pissed.
This must be extended universe legends shit. Non-canon bull.
This non-canon shit means nothing.
Lord Bane. Fuck that.
I felt it. But it wasn't sadness or pain. It was peace and purpose.
I felt it too.
How do we build a rebellion from this?
Start kissing our brothers and sisters, I think. That's what Luke taught me.
We need adopted parents and incest. That's how we build it. I love seeing like Yanyab in the middle of the group and like talking to everybody. It's so great.
Suck my cheek.
Suck my dick. Jedi Skywalker.
By Ken Shikutska, Luke Skywalker, Jedi Master. Timber, gust to sight. Mama with kite fire.
Motherfuckers! I hate that character so much. That's like the coolest little subtle.
I agree.
No one complained about the broom kid.
But we haven't figured anything out. Like, why? Who is he? I don't get him.
Like, if he's training under Rey in 9, I might be pissed. But like, as it is right now in 8 at the end, like there's people all across the galaxy that have some extra midichlorians and can be like, let me just zap that fucking broom off the wall. And the fact that he met Rose and like believes in the resistance and everything.
But it's that simple because that's how Darth Bane starts.
Dude.
Like, he gets in a fight and just like feels one thing. He feels one thing.
Tell me about it. I don't know, man.
There's a lot of ups and downs in this. I will admit that. And then if you don't agree with one thing, like the portrayal of Luke, it is the downfall of this movie because
it's not a downfall.
No, I mean, from a certain point of view.
Let me explain it like this. We've done commentaries for every Star Wars movie and some Batman movies. I found myself at a loss to crack jokes about things at certain points in this movie because things were so serious.
Well,
like there was, I felt less comedy throughout this Fanboy commentary than I have throughout most of the other Star Wars ones, honestly. And I think that has to do with like, there's a lot of serious elements in the movie. And when there is comedic relief that maybe takes you out of the zone for a little bit, it's so quick that you get back into the shit like right away.
So the issue is, I feel like I have
Ain't no issues, Mopar.
I feel like I have to defend the movie from a certain point of view. And then
I think that's due to what you already know as people's reactions to the movie.
No, very true. But still, like, how am I going to sit here and be like, oh, fuck that. But I can't.
Because that's how we acted during the original trilogy. 4, 5, and 6. Well, I should say 4 and 6. 1000%. Where like everyone looks like a dangus. Nothing makes sense. This is terrible. I love it. That's how episode 4 and 6 went. Fanboy commentary.
So the short and the long of it is most Star Wars are shit. So
the point that I always try to make that sometimes when I defend the prequels, people don't understand is like, I'm not saying the prequels are perfect movies. I'm saying that Star Wars is a fucking space fantasy that takes place in space with creatures and laser swords. And it's all kind of fucking goofy, but it's also really cool. So like, don't discount half of it because it happened when you were 30, when the other half of it that happened when you were 7 is also fucking cringy and goofy as hell.
So I think part of it is, a large part of it is, like, when you watch the prequels, while a lot of it was bad, everything was handed to you. It was spoon-fed. This is what's happening. This is why it's happening. And these are who's involved. When you get to the sequels, it's not so cut and dry.
Yeah.
Who is this? Why is he doing it? Where did he come from? We don't fucking know. No one knows, and you can't be pissed about it because that's how the original trilogy was created.
Yeah.
Who is the Emperor? He wasn't Darth Sidious at that point. So stop bitching about stupid shit that you can't control.
Yeah.
It's the issue is you either understand or don't. That's the gist of it. If you really just hate it, and I'm not saying you can't dislike this movie and be a Star Wars fan, but if your issue is I wasn't explained everything, there's a reason behind that. First of all, fuck you. Second of all, it doesn't have to
Guaranteed.
be fully explained. Like, especially like Kylo. Oh, why did Rey beat him? I hate this, blah, blah. There's probably a fucking reason behind it, but it's not shown on film yet.
Yeah.
And or it hasn't been written yet.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a blatant thing behind that I've gotten pretty fucking defensive about. Like when people complain about not knowing Snoke's backstory and then Snoke dies in the movie. It's like your entire defense of Star Wars is the original trilogy, right? Okay, so you've watched them a million times. You realize that Emperor Palpatine doesn't come in till episode 6 and is only in half the movie and then dies by the end of the movie, right?
By getting tossed into a fucking carnival game. What the fuck is happening?
Fucking Duncan Emperor right there fucking went through.
Oh my God.
I think that Snoke's death was a little more epic than Palpatine's. But
he was tricked.
But that's part of the explanation there. So like if you dislike Snoke because he was in 1.5 movies, didn't have a backstory, but you do like the Emperor, I think that's some pretty fucking skewed point of view right there. Because we didn't get the prequels, which gave us the backstory of the Emperor for 16 years after episode 6 even came out. So that's not a valid criticism in any way or point or fucking.
I disagree. So I'm of the thought that
you don't have thoughts. I also said it multiple times in the movie. Initial reactions of Luke. Initial reactions should be not that he had a bad dream about his fucking nephew and cut everybody in half. It should be what happened in Kylo's mind that was so goddamn intense that it made Luke betray his nephew.
He was probably having some fucking Skywalker flashback nightmares where Vader cut a bunch of younglings in half and he's like, I don't want to become that. And then Luke's standing over him trying to cut him in half.
And he senses it, yeah.
Dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, it could have been Anakin in his head trying to warn him of things and he misinterpreted it and Luke felt it. I think that's the trick. Don't take things at face value. And I think if there's one thing that has been true in most of the Star Wars movies, it's like, don't just take everything at face value. There's something deeper happening behind the scenes. Or even in the scene that you just may not realize, like right at first glance.
Is what it was. All right, guys.
It ain't what it might have been.
Never would be. The thing that should never be. Thank you guys for tuning in, Rogue Squadron Podcast. If you guys are fans of the show, you can also find us, roguesquadronpodcast.com.
I hope you're not.
Or we would highly recommend just heading on over to YouTube, Rogue Squad Pod or Rogue Squadron Podcast. You can hit the notification button and tune in with us live as we record most of our live episodes on Sunday.
Live stream Sunday nights.
Outside of that, we have spoke about the other commentaries. Batman series from the 90s.
Do it.
Is fucking hilarious. So
honestly, yes.
If you guys are watching this or listening to this, I would highly recommend going back in there and not if you're smelling this, but any other sensitivities, I would highly recommend checking out the other commentaries. And then if you are big fans of the show or of the commentary, obviously you can go over to patreon.com and check out and become a patron, which there's a lot of benefits to that.
Including the first version of our Last Jedi commentary, which included guaranteed misogyny and drunkerizing, which only the Patreons get to listen to.
It is
so
100% unlistenable.
Just so we don't get thrown in jail. I wanted to be clear about that. But if you want to be offended at every turn, then the Patreon is where you can do that for sure.
But you also get included in our WhatsApp group, which is an awesome group of awesome Star Wars fans and fans of the show. No, but it's a good back and forth, and not everybody has agreeing arguments, agreeing ideas.
If they were agreeing, they wouldn't be arguments. You jangle.
Your argument's shit. I agree. Fuck
there
you.
We go. We can agree on the ridiculousness.
So if you want to be a part of that, just support the show.
Yeah.
And or we've got giveaways. There's different tiers. I would highly recommend to check out the patreon.com.
It's fun.
We also, during this recording, we drank Land Grant Brewing. If you're local to Columbus, we highly recommend to head on over to Land Grant, who we've collabed with before. Outside of that,
and if you're a fan of the show, our fucking studio is right behind Land Grant. So time to come say hello and never be on an episode and embarrass yourself for future generations and never have children.